What's the matter, bro?
I'm all right, man. I'm just...
You look a little shook up.
Nah.
Not a lot gets to you, man.
Yeah, I just thought we had it this year.
What?
I thought we had it this year. I know we're going to be back next year, though, and we're going to be back stronger. And we're going to learn from this defeat.
Are you talking about your teeth? Are you talking about your braces?
No, man, I'm not talking about my braces. Brennan,
I thought you had it this year, too, with your braces. But
no, I'm not talking about my braces.
You mean getting better at social media. You thought you had it this year. Well,
talking about the boys in blue, man.
The LAPD?
No, I'm talking about the goddamn Dodgers.
What?
I'm talking about the Dodgers.
You were not.
They gave it the old try, though. We're going to get them next year, and the tear's going to come later. They're not going to come now because we're going to do a show, and I know that they would want me to pull the show off the way it needs to be pulled off, and this one today is for the Dodger fans. It's for all you,
for the boys in blue,
guys who bleed blue. You bleed blue, and so do I.
How boring was that game?
Fucking
right
boring.
Off the bat, just Houston went, oh, this is game 7. 5-0. Enjoy your time for the next 8 innings. Well, nothing happened.
I heard a woman on the radio. It was so great because she was just like, she was so sweet. She was older, and she goes, I just want him to know. She was talking about the manager, that we love him.
He fucked up.
That we love him, and that we think he's, that we know he's going to be coming back next year. It's right. She was crying. I was like, fuck. There's some real fans out there.
Joe and her mom are the biggest Dodgers fan, and when it was kicking off, I'd stand up and go, # Houston strong. #
you said
Houston
you texted
strong.
that
Nonstop. Houston strong. I get a text from you. It's annoying. I get a text, bro, having people over for the Dodgers game 7. It's actually gonna be really fun. You were dead serious. I just replied back, fuck you.
How about yesterday when I'm on the phone with you and I'm talking about this place that I eat? I think I was like, oh, you should try this.
I gotta have a meeting. I was trying to order food. Yeah. You're like, dude, there's nothing worse. I go, you gotta go to this restaurant. It's off 7th and Avenue. You go there, and I went, oh yeah, and is it? Click.
Yeah, I go, it's called Mon Petit Poulet. You go, oh yeah, what is that? I go, it's called Mon Petit Poulet. Click.
I'm like, well, where's that? You're like, all you do is click.
The's nothing like a good hang up. There's nothing like a good fucking hang up on somebody.
It feels good, too.
Oh, yeah.
It feels real good.
My buddy Jerry used to do that. He used to have a habit of, like, you'd be talking, if you got it, man, he'd go, man, click. He would just scream it.
I'll tell you what the Dodgers did do. Dodgers put a damper on the Comedy Store. All shows, even the Improv.
Oh, sure. World Series.
Game empty, 7. Huh? Not empty, but, this Comedy Store is always sold out. It's the first time they've been sold out now. I don't know how long. So it was I had 11. Shit, I went on at 11:40. 11:40.
I should have put money on the fucking Houston Astros because this is how I look at sports sometimes. Like, I don't know shit about. I don't follow baseball, but I felt like I'd watched every game, and I felt like because of the flood and the storm that Houston suffered, I think athletes sometimes can get into the thing where destiny is on their side. And they're going to win. However,
do you?
However,
do you,
the Yankees
Brian? Or is it the Dodgers have the highest payroll and don't give a fuck about Houston's struggles, and just the better team won?
Well, the better team.
It's not like they pulled it out.
No, but
Dodgers played awful.
Yeah,
that had nothing to do with Houston and the hurricane.
But sometimes I feel like destiny, like as an athlete, you're like destiny's on my side. You just feel like
that's one way to think about it. But the Dodgers don't. They're not like it's their destiny.
Well, when the Yankees played,
Puig is like, I'm getting paid $100 million. I'm gonna try and knock this fucking ball out the park. Who cares about Houston? Dude, professional sports don't work like that.
No,
they're
not sentimental that way.
The other team doesn't care.
Right?
They're not like, let's give this one to Houston.
No, that's not what I mean.
No, I know Houston's like, let's rally around because we had this hurricane.
Yeah, like they feel like they're playing for something bigger than
that's
themselves.
A really, really good team.
They're a really good team.
Yeah, really good
Best
team.
hitters ever. Those hitters are.
Yeah, they're good.
From the amount of baseball I've watched, which is not terribly minimal, because my dad's such a fan. I've never seen that many players hit that many fucking hit that well. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
me and you talking baseball is weird.
Yeah, but
the Comedy Store dead, and I was thinking like, God dang it, because I'm just used to it always being packed. So I get there, it's late. I'm usually in bed.
Tuesdays are big.
I'm usually in bed by 9:30.
Yeah.
I'm usually in bed by 9:30.
Yeah.
So I drive the Comedy Store. I leave at like 10:45, and I get there and I go to I was in the bell room. Go to the main room. It's it's game. And I see the guy who's running it. What's his name? Eric?
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, game 7. He's like, right. God damn it. So people are doing a thing in there. I'm in the belly room upstairs, and there's like a bunch of newer comics who are only doing 5 minutes, and I was going to close the show.
Yep.
So I go up there, and don't get me wrong, I'm blessed to be doing anything at the Comedy Store. It's my favorite place on the goddamn planet. I don't take it for granted. So I go up there, and I go in the back of the green room, and it's like, God dang, it's going to be a late night. There's 14 people in the crowd, if that, you know. Like, here we go. And then Dave Chappelle walks in, sits down next to me. I talked to him for about 30 minutes.
Wow.
We're going back and forth about comedy. And the lady running the show goes, hey, Dave, do you want to go on before or after Brent? He goes, no. He's the closer, man. You know what? What do you want? And I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, should you want me to go? I go, you can go out. I'll introduce you. Heck yeah, man. You close this bitch out.
Yeah.
He's like, for sure.
That's what you do.
So we're talking about fighting, all that stuff. And then I go on. It goes well. I bring up Dave Chappelle. And then
in the belly room.
In the belly room.
Wow.
And then I sat front row and watched Dave's set. Dude, I'm talking cackling. I was bent over. Everyone. I mean, he just shut the place down.
I bet.
And even with Dave, me and Dave were talking about fighting and boxing.
Did he recognize you or what?
Yeah, we're talking about boxing for a while.
Yeah.
And and I go, man, it's weird. This place is never like this. I go, Game 7. He goes, this is what you want, brother. This is where you work. He was like, you're not going to be able to deal with momentum there where they feel pressure to laugh. Like, you're going to figure out what's going to be funny here.
That's right.
I'm like, God, and then I got hype. I was like, fuck,
I've always said if it works,
Dave Chappelle dropping knowledge right now? I went up there like a fucking banshee, then brought Dave up, and he was just doing some new material. I don't want to give away what he's doing, but it was about all the Hollywood stuff and rape and all. Dude, I'm telling you, it was brilliant. It was so funny, man.
Wow. Yeah, man. I've always said if it works at the Comedy Store, it'll work anywhere in the country. It's an amazing place to work. I'd like to have seen that. I'd like to have seen Dave's commentary on
it's just crazy going. You know, you go to the Comedy Store. I'm like, oh man, 14 people. What the hell are we gonna do? And then Dave walks in the back. I'm like, oh, that's the Comedy Store, man.
It's good times for comedy, man. Because all this insanity. Good times for comedy and for lawyers.
Yeah, bad time for males.
Bad time for men. Bad time for somebody. Christine Summer said that heterosexual sex is being policed the way, because even like groping or just like sexual advancement, you made an advance at me. It's being policed the way gay men were policed in the 70s, 80s, and 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Well, I feel like everyone goes, oh, it's this like a bunch of people. We've said this where they go, it's a witch hunt on men. I go, slow your roll. It's a witch hunt. It's different than the Salem witch hunts because these guys are actual witches. Like you're an actual witch.
Some of the guys are complete pieces. of shit.
Name someone that's came out who isn't though.
Yeah. Well, no, I think sometimes in
like name a big name where you're like, no, that's not true.
No, but I think in some cases there are certain actors or certain people, whoever they might be, who. The environment is actually such that when one person makes an accusation, you can lose your livelihood.
Well,
without trial,
you got to be proven innocent.
Right, you're guilty until
you're guilty right away.
And by the way,
it's backwards now.
Even when and this includes like just he made me feel uncomfortable. He made advances. He made lewd jokes. He touched my butt. Now you know those things. Those things might have made you uncomfortable. My question is, does that, number one, you don't get your name back. You don't get proven innocent. You don't. I don't care what happens. It's on you. It's on you. It lives on the internet forever.
Depends who you are, though.
Well, for the most part,
girls that came out.
People do in this marketplace. It seems to me that people are on the verge of losing everything based on somebody's accusation. There are cases like that.
But the problem is
back?
You're on the defense, but my only argument to that is the guys that they're going after. Like I said, it's a witch hunt of real witches. They don't. There's not a lot of cases where you're like, no, let's take it easy. Like the Kevin Spacey stuff. The reason you know it's true is he's like. If that did happen, like they're not going, no, fuck you. I never did that. Bring it on.
Right.
Lawyer up, bitch. He's going, I need help. And then 40 other people come out.
Yeah.
Now, used to have the title of the ultimate dick diver. Kevin Spacey, the ultimate dick diver.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of this? I mean, just grabbing dicks left and right.
He was a gay man who was in the theater in the world and probably put up a lot of numbers. I know my friend who's gay had a thing with him. So, you know, that I don't know what goes on there. I don't know the guy. I don't know that whole world really, but I'm sure there was a lot of fucking going on.
I'm sure, but you can't be a predator.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Kevin Spacey. I don't know. I don't know.
Netflix is screwed. Well, I'm saying Netflix, like, we're all set.
Yeah.
And then House of Cards, see ya. And then he's like, oh, I need help. How about when Kevin Spacey, when the dick and all that, the assault came out, he's like, yeah, my bad. I'm gay. Like, all right. Well,
he did not
fuck, man.
He did not handle that well at all.
He was like, maybe that did happen. That was 40 years ago. I don't remember. I'm gay, though.
Yeah.
We're like, well, that's cool. Put that to the side. What about this 14-year-old
Well, here's
son?
the thing. When you say 14, like I had this fucking knockout, drag-out fight about. I was with all these older actors, and they were defending Roman Polanski because he wanted to come back in the country, okay? And he wanted to escape prosecution.
Roman Polanski.
Roman Polanski was a concentration camp survivor, and he was also a very well-known director and married to Sharon Tate, who was killed by Manson and his group, okay? She was 8 months pregnant, and they stabbed her 50 times. So he went through some terrible things. But having said all that, and Roman Polanski, a hell of a director, didn't he direct?
Was it The Pianist?
Look up. No, but look up what he directed. I've seen several of his movies, but amazing. But here was my thing. They wanted to have him come back to the United States and kind of forget this thing.
Like Hollywood supports him, and they gave him a round of applause.
He directed Chinatown.
The Pianist.
But wait, Rosemary's Baby, groundbreaking. Chinatown, the one movie you study in film school is Chinatown. It is at the top of the film canon, one of the greatest movies ever made. Okay, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Brother, Pianist, he won an Oscar.
Yes.
And they gave him a round of applause.
And Chinatown is the most decorated film. I mean, Chinatown is like the greatest.
Piers Morgan makes a great point because he goes, hold on. You guys shun all these people, but then at the awards show, Hollywood gave this man a round of an applause.
Okay, and they all stood up and clapped for the artist that he is. Now, hold on. I get it. You're clapping for an artist. I get it. But please remember what he did. Mm-hmm. Roman Polanski drugged, and raped a 13-year-old girl. Okay?
Facts.
That's not
fact. Like accusations. Those are facts.
And now they use the word sodomized. I believe in this context it was oral,
anal.
Okay, so it was also anal. So please,
he went anal.
So please hold on.
He went anal.
So if he did, and by the way, that doesn't even matter. She was 13, and you were in your late 30s. Okay. And I had this argument with a bunch of people, and they were like, well, time has passed, and that girl's mom set her up. I go, listen, motherfuckers, you can say that until it's your daughter. Mm-hmm. You do that to my daughter, and jail is the best thing that's going to happen, motherfucker. So, and I think it brings up a very important point.
I think Hollywood picks and chooses.
There's rape, which is fucking serious shit like that. That is fucking horrifying.
A 13-year-old?
Right. Then there's sexual assault, which has a very broad definition. I think some of it's battery. I don't know. It gets very wishy-washy. Yeah. But then there's also inappropriate
inappropriate flirting.
And
I think it goes flirting.
Inappropriate groping, like say you grab somebody's butt or whatever.
B, do you think it goes flirting, inappropriate groping, sexual assault?
I think so. I think that's fair.
Right?
Because if you tell me my whole life, if you're equating rape, with inappropriate groping. I was drunk and this girl was there and I was attracted to her. We started making out and I grabbed her and she's like, stop, or whatever. Or I made a move on her because I misread a signal. Now, do you think that my entire livelihood, I should never be able to work again and I should be excommunicated? Do you really think that's what it merits? Doesn't that take away from real victims? There are real victims. Like we know Harvey Weinstein and James Toback. We know those two guys are fucking bad guys. I know it. Everybody else knows it. And I didn't even know him. I wasn't even in the circles, but I heard about it, okay? That doesn't mean that those guys have to toxify. They don't have to make the entire world for all us other guys toxic and then create this sort of movement where you touched me once and made me feel uncomfortable, so you assaulted me sexually. Yeah. If you brand somebody with sexual assault, holy fuck.
This day and age
your life is over.
Especially in entertainment.
Your life is over.
Good luck selling tickets as a comedian.
Was he being flirtatious? Did he kind of like make out with you and then kind of push the envelope where he's trying to get in your pants or get like sexually he's really turned on?
He's trying to figure out where the boundaries are.
Like every guy, where the boundaries are.
Yeah. Then when you go, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah. And if he's like, oh, damn, my bad. If he pursues, then you got
the big problem is when you're in a position of power, so you're somebody's boss and you make an advancement. Now the woman is there. Technically, if if in any way she feels pressured, she can say you sexually harassed her. And it's a very tough position because I don't know, because for women, it's a very tough place to be. But we have to also make sure we don't cast women as 100% victims. You got to be everybody has to be responsible for the position that they're in.
Don't you feel like some of them I can see when they make these accusations, I'll look at them like, oh my God, you're crying out for fame.
Of course.
And then some like that legit point. And how ugly are these sexual predators? The men, my God.
Yeah, they don't.
They are first team all hideous.
Let's be honest.
They have power and they just look like fucking trolls.
With those three, I'm sorry, also with
teeth.
Brett Ratner, who I know people who know, I don't know him. And Brett Ratner, I have heard, is in many ways a very nice, generous guy, but I've also heard he a lot of this shit is what he does. And whether or not, by the way, whether or not he's a predator or just really aggressive, either way, I've been hearing these stories for as long as they've been in the business, or at least as long as I've been in the business. You hear these things. So that's not a surprise,
That's
right?
the common thing, though. Like everyone who's getting busted now, like I said, it's a witch hunt of actual witches now who are assaulting girls, because everyone in the business goes, yeah, I've been hearing that for a while. Everyone.
Yeah.
All these guys, when I talk to anyone, they go, yeah, I've heard that man a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And there's more names coming out next week.
But here's the other thing that bothers me is they go, why did you say something? Okay, let me tell you why I didn't say something. Because it was a rumor. And what do you want me to do? You want me to take to Twitter and accuse somebody or whoever? No, I'm saying people say, you knew about it. Why didn't you do something?
But it's like, what do you want me to do? It's a rumor around Hollywood.
Oh, and by the way, excuse me, but go ahead and go ahead and call Harvey Weinstein at the height of his powers out for being a sexual predator. See what happens. See what happens to your livelihood. See what happens when he has 15
if you're
lawyers.
An actor, though.
The baddest lawyers. Anybody. His lawyers would be on you. They would fucking destroy you.
Yeah.
They would be like,
it's scary for sure.
Yeah.
It's scary for sure.
So we have to be, and Dustin Hoffman, by all accounts, a great person. And I guess he told some lewd jokes and made a girl feel uncomfortable when he was working on set. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
Meryl Streep recalled Dustin Hoffman groping her breast during first meeting.
That's kind of crazy.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Watch your P's and Q's. You guys gotta be careful defending all these guys.
I'm not defending anybody, but
because the thing is, let's be real. Yeah. We don't know them. You don't know them. I
don't. No.
We're fans of them. Let's
not take away from that. Like, first of all, who the fuck does that, dude? Who does that? Going up to a girl, I don't even know you, and I'm going to grab your tits right away. What? This is insane. This is insane shit. So I don't know if this is. I don't know. Again, we don't know them. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we need to have a conversation about degrees, and we need to have a conversation about the difference.
But I get you, and I get it, and I actually appreciate that you're a little bit on the defensive because you are, but at the same time, there's a real issue. I'm not trying to be a white knight here, but there's an issue for sure.
Fuck yes,
and that's why all this is coming out now, because people actually feel safe.
Yeah.
Guys actually, like women actually feel, they're like, hold up, I can actually say something right now and make a difference. Fuck yeah, I'm saying something. Everyone goes, well, if it happened in 88, why are you saying something now? Well, in 88, I couldn't do shit. Now with social media and people who are bigger influences than me now are saying things, so I feel safe because these guys can't fuck with my career, because if they do, I'm going to squeal like a...
Look. Harvey Weinstein, James Toback, these guys these guys were fucking... these guys were taking people's dignity away from them, humiliating them, embarrassing them, and maybe even raping them. According to the allegations against Harvey Weinstein. Holy fuck. Now, that's a bad dude, and I don't think anybody, when you have that many women come forth, it's like the Cosby thing. I don't think anybody has any doubt that this guy's a scumbag, right? But there does become this mass hysteria, and there does become a movement. Though?
But what movement be? Like I said, name one guy that they've accused of where you're not like, okay. Like, no one's proven their innocence. Name one guy who in Hollywood that someone's accused.
Well, Jeremy Piven, for example, who flat out denied this and was like, "I was never in a room with you alone." And by the way, she 2 months before that said that Jared Leto, your boyfriend, and yep, I know. Get ready. Calm down. Stay calm. That's his spirit animal. She accused Jared Leto of on Suicide Squad, where she was playing some stripper or something. She accused him of growling at her and rubbing his crotch. Said he was creepy.
Well, he's the Joker, bitch.
She has a bit of a history of this.
He was the Joker. He's in character, and he puts Moroccan oil in his hair.
Yes.
Where do you think I got the idea
What?
from?
Dude, I want to get some of that. How about me?
Moroccan oil?
Will it just make my hair look thin?
I think it'll make your hair just fall off. Oh. You have to have strong hair for Moroccan oil. It's Moroccan.
Okay. Yeah, man, I don't know.
Well,
man.
in Piven's defense, we know Piven. Piven is a bit of a ladies' man.
Ladies' man.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. He's single. He does what the hell he wants. My point with her is, and if you look at her social media now, you can tell. And I wasn't there, but I know Piven pretty damn well. You can tell a person who's actually hurt and isn't looking for attention and just wants this to go away and wants to make a change.
Yep.
And you can tell from someone's social media account who's begging for attention, trying to get famous off Jeremy Piven.
Yep.
You can tell by someone who posts pictures of their kids on Halloween and tags Jeremy Piven saying, my daughters aren't going to put up with your shit either this Halloween or where the fuck she put. You can tell people who are scumbags and are taking advantage of this so-called witch hunt. Yes. You can really tell.
That's the idea. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't hang out with womanizers and people are bad people.
No.
I don't really hang out with Piven, but he is a friend.
Yep.
And I'm telling you.
I've seen him. I've known him many years. That's so out of character. I can't even fucking tell you.
He also gets some of the hottest women in the world, and nothing against her, but
yeah. But you got to But this is a conversation to have, or maybe not. Maybe let the dust settle and see what happens. I just worry that you can get accused and you can lose everything.
You shouldn't be, because don't be a scumbag and you shouldn't be worried.
Yeah. No.
That's all. Don't be a scumbag.
No, but I'm saying that there are a lot of people that would, what do we constitute? Groping?
But the thing
is, advancement?
Don't grope bitches. Don't grope girls and you won't have a problem.
Don't grope bitches.
Don't grope girls and you don't have a problem.
Right.
The people who are worried are the people who grope girls. I don't know
that's
what.
Not true. That's not
it
true.
Is
that's
though.
Not true. No, that's not true. That's not true.
Name someone.
I've been following these stories.
So have I.
And the problem is in the workplace, people are losing their jobs, are getting in trouble because for something that happened 15 years ago, and the allegation is you made me feel uncomfortable. You made an unwanted advance. That's where we're talking about. You groped me, and therefore you are guilty of sexual assault. I think we need to have a conversation about that, because there are a lot of people about like where you can have one side that just accuses you publicly on Facebook or whatever it is, and you have no recourse. It can there goes your job. That's what I think is going on in some instances. I think it's.
Do you think that's the exception, or do you think that's the rule?
I hope it's the exception. Because
how many people have actually lost their job of women complaining that they grope?
I don't know, but there are plenty of people on the verge of it.
In Hollywood? No,
not in Hollywood. This didn't start in Hollywood. This has been going on in a lot of other places. I mean, look, I don't know Bill O'Reilly. I don't know. This was all going on, Jamie Horowitz, Bill O'Reilly. I don't know these guys. I wasn't there. Don't know what happened. I'm sure there was plenty of shit that went on. They're not probably very good guys. I don't want to defend anybody like that because I don't know. But I'm just saying that there is.
Listen, I had my run-ins with Jamie Horowitz. I know a scumbag when I see one. I'll say that with my experience.
Oh, I think that's, yeah. I mean, maybe business-wise, but you don't know what he's like, otherwise.
I won't defend those guys, especially Riley.
Oh, I'm not defending them because I don't know anything about the case. I don't know anything about it. I just know in today's world, guilty by accusation, guilty before proven innocent. That's what's going on with social media.
I agree, but I also think, and I think you would admit this, I think there's a real problem.
I think there's a real problem in terms of the fact that there are a lot of people who are, especially in my business, where if you are a scumbag with power, you can get away with it. Not anymore, which is a good thing.
Correct.
Which is a good thing. But yeah.
Sam Tripoli had a whole thing on it last night. Sam Tripoli's been hanging out with Eddie Bravo, so take it what it's worth. But he goes, all this is smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors, so we become used to it and becomes common for all these sexual assault cases because it's going all the way up the chain, up to government.
Oh, wow.
He goes, so we get used to Hollywood.
It is.
And then once we point at the government and things start to come out, we're going to be like, well, yeah, it happened here, so we're desensitized to it. I said, you might have something there, Sam. You're a little crazy, little tinfoil hat.
Yeah, a little bit.
But you might have something
But
there.
this is the first time in history that women and men have worked together so closely. It used to be women worked on the farm and men worked on the farm. But for the most part, if you look at actually...
Women worked on the farm?
Well, when traditionally, men and women never worked together. They never worked together. And in almost all cultures. They were always separated. They're almost voluntarily separated. Men went and did this kind of a job. Women did this kind of a job. Even in Scandinavia, it's fascinating. The most egalitarian parts of the country, they tried to do this whole nursing program where they're like, we need to get more men into nursing. And
but isn't that evolution be like? Yes. I know we keep going back.
Oh my God! Be careful!
All that.
Be careful about talking about evolution. Be careful about talking about biology, because in the new feminist narrative, there's no biology. You're not allowed to. Male and female. Gender is a social construct.
Oh no, I don't get down with that shit. I'm just saying.
That's the way.
I'm just saying.
In
2017, men and women, you kind of have to work together.
Correct.
We've advanced so much.
I think
where that narrative doesn't.
These are the growing
anymore.
pains, right? These are the growing pains. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Obviously.
I'm just saying it shouldn't be a growing pain. Like, men and women should be able to work together without the man constantly trying to grope and fuck a woman.
Well, that's the other thing is like, I would imagine that if you make an advance to somebody and they kind of say, like, so you and I, if I make an advance to a girl and she's not interested, no done. Stepping off, right? It's when you fucking, it's when you make an advance, she says no, and you keep doing it. And pretty soon she's got to come to work and deal with this fucking dude who's always doing this. How are you supposed to fight back other than go to human resources? I mean, so that would be sexual harassment, in my opinion. And I think that goes on because some dudes are fucking clueless and dumb.
No shit, sir.
All right.
No shit, Brad.
No, but we have to have the conversation.
We're having it.
Yeah.
We're having it.
And it's important.
It is, man.
All right.
Well, that's our time.
Thank you,
Don't
everybody.
grope each other.
Don't grope. It's a fucked up word. Grope.
Nasty word.
Grope you.
Dude, do you think Kevin Spacey could hold me down?
No,
you know how
because
he jumped on
he'd
top
want
of that
you to hold him down.
See, the 14-year-old got away. Do you think he'd be able to?
No, man. Not unless you really wanted
the ultimate dick diver.
Can I be honest with you, though?
I might just lay there.
Well, can I be honest
with you? Well, if he puts me in
You're 7-2. We're not making fun of, we're not making fun of any boy.
Bro, we don't need to, because it's a comedy show.
All right, listen.
It's a comedy show.
Here's the bottom line. I'm just going to be honest. If you were a little drunk, and because you're a bit starstruck, and if Kevin, you like celebrity, dude, and if Kevin, and you're a fan of his, and if Kevin, well, I'm not really. Of his acting, he's all right. Excuse me, he's all right to me. Hey, man, he's a great actor. Say what you will, the guy's a fucking great actor. Let's suck your dick. Great actor. Yeah, he's really good. With an incredible body of work, for sure. But by the way, that's all out the window. For sure. By the way, he gets on top of you. If he's gonna put me in House of Cards, like the finale. Well, no, I'm saying you're a little drunk. What's in it for me though? Because I'm not gay. I'll tell you what's in it. What? You're curious. I'm not with him though. He's not attractive. Again, all these guy gropers are idiots. Jared Leto. And he's gonna put me next Suicide Squad? I don't know, bro. Stop selling your ass for fucking a part in a movie. Well, bro, that's what's going on here. You're drunk. You're excited. See something you like, your endorphins are running, and Jared comes in and goes, you know what? I just don't care. And you go, what? Well, no. And he just dives into your mouth. If you see something you like, speak up. By speak up, I mean toss me that script for Suicide Squad 2. Now, I'll make a statement right now. I'll make a guarantee. Jared Leto dives into your mouth. You're going to let him kiss you for at least a minute. Does he have the gold fronts on like Joker? I don't know, bro. Does he have green hair? Matter. I know his breath is going to smell perfect. Is he in all Gucci? His breath will smell like possibility and safety. And you're going to fall right into that mouth. All right. And you're going to be like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I am straight, and I'm not telling Bryan or anybody else, but... Dude, years ago, I was leaving a lady's house up in the hills, and I was driving down. I saw Jared Leto with just this chocolate drop dime piece. She was black? Yes. Sir. He was kissing her goodbye. Chocolate drop. That's racist. This little chocolate drop. You're being racist. He was kissing her goodbye. They probably just got done writing music or something. Sure. And he was in sweats, and I rolled by like a complete creep. Like I just saw the Unabomber. No one knew who he was. I mean, I just slowly. He's a unique cat. By. He is a unique cat. Oof. And by cat, he's half cat. Huh? He's half cat. Yeah. Yeah, he's talented.
He makes me look like Adele. He's a dime piece. Anyways. Sorry, man.
Whoa, don't touch me like that. You, by the way, groped the shit out of me a lot.
You grope me all the time.
You've grabbed my dick and my rump.
Today?
Everywhere.
You jumped on top of me. That video about my Moroccan hair.
You've put me in lots of holds against my will.
This is true.
So, and that was in the workplace.
I'm not famous enough where if you squeal, anyone's going to kill.
You even sprawled on me, and really, that was dick first, and drove my head with your dick into the fucking sand, and I had a contusion on my ear.
But I feel like that's sexual assault on you, and I'm just responding.
Me? I was literally just trying to double leg you, and you did a terribly effective sprawl onto my face.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, let's say no one's in here,
yeah,
and I decide I'm Kevin Spacey,
yeah,
but I'm 6'4", 250 pounds like I am now,
yeah,
and I wanted to hold you down and do some shit to your mouth with my giant dick.
Yeah.
Could you do anything? Let's be real though. Like dead serious.
The truth is, and I've said this to other guys go, man, kick my ass. And I always say to guys, even big guys, I go, well, you need to understand something. Brennan Schaub could also fuck you.
That's so aggressive, B.
But it's also true and that's an important thing for guys to remember because women have to walk around like that. Women have to walk around like that. Okay? If you actually put yourself in that position.
Well, now you're flipping it. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to be a goof here, but I'm saying if no one's in here.
What do you think? You just put me in a fucking move.
I'd have to wear you out, though. Like, it'd be exhausting.
I'd be fighting.
Until you're just like,
I don't know, though.
Like you're Andy Dufresne that just fought off the sisters.
You got good fucking moves, so the problem is you'd put me in weird holes.
I got to get you tired, though.
You're good with the jiu-jitsu, so you'd choke me unconscious, and I'd come to with you.
Oof, that's a legit point.
It's true. How long would it take you to choke me out? Be honest. But look at my hands. Look, bro.
If I was dead serious?
Be honest. Yeah, dead serious. But look.
And I was like super horny?
Yeah, but look.
30 seconds.
30?
30.
But look at this. How do you get around that?
30 seconds.
30?
I'm going to break your ankle. When you go down to grab him, I'm going to grab your neck.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
See? I'm a fucking giant bendy toy for you. I'm a fucking chew toy for you. That bothers me. You know why?
But then if Bob Sapp wanted to do that to me, he could.
Look, there are levels to this game, brother. There's whole
levels to this
order.
fuck game.
There's a whole pecking order, and we know this. That's why I always say carry a small knife, because I'll open you up, unzip you. Or I just let it be. Or I go, all right, don't break my hand. All right.
Take it.
I'm like, all right, you know what? The truth. Mm-hmm. Don't make that weird noise. Don't go,
I don't know.
There's some creepy noises. I don't like.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait. Make a creepy noise. Watch my noise.
We can't do them. You just gotta kind of, they gotta.
Okay, I'll ask your name, and then I'll make a noise, and you tell me if it's creepy or if it's normal.
Okay.
What's your name, man?
Brendan. I feel like people do that though.
Borderline, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now watch this. Watch this. How much do you weigh?
250 pounds. Super creepy.
What?
Kevin Spacey is.
All right, wait, hold on. Ready? What's your nationality?
Native American. That's strange. Super strange.
All right, you make one.
No.
Ask me a question.
No.
I'm old.
Hey,
I want to feel attractive.
No. Hey, what'd you do for Halloween? I haven't seen you since Halloween.
You
took yesterday off.
My son was dressed like a ghost, and he had this.
Did you have sheets and the eyes cut out?
Yeah.
Old school.
It sucked. And he goes,
who made it?
It was actually bought because it had electronic eyes that he had to carry a box that kept falling out.
Damn it.
And it sucked. And we would tuck it in his pants. It's like, it keeps falling out. And he just finally fucking took it off.
Why not just take a pillowcase and cut the eyes out?
Nah, he took it out, threw it on the ground. He goes, this is stupid. And he just walked around in a black shirt and black pants.
You gotta be careful because the ghost, if you do the pillowcase, it can look like KKK.
Well, yeah.
When I was little, my dad was like, "Oh, you can't go out."
Don't you need a pointy hat though? Yeah.
No, pillowcases stick up and you cut the eyes out. You got to be careful.
Oh yeah.
When I was a kid, my dad was like, "Oh, let's not do that."
Hey, look, the little racist.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out why. My dad's like, "Well, you look like KKK." I'm like, "All right, let's turn it to the side so it's square."
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's a ghost.
Ghost. Well,
I don't know. He's a little racist. That's fucked up. Little white supremacist. Oh, you little white supremacist. Did you see that fucking hilarious Instagram video of the guy. Pull this up on. Oh my god!
Have Jim bring it up.
He's just giving out. Let me find it. He's just giving out random shit on Halloween to kids. I was laughing so fucking hard.
Well, I was talking about on the Big Brown Breakdown how it sucks when you give out like fruit or pennies or change. Yeah. And then some guy tagged me and goes, "Look at this son of a bitch. He was giving out, ready for this be? Chocolate covered onions."
What's that?
The guy goes, this kid post goes, "What kind of sicko gives out a chocolate covered onion?" It was a big fat onion covered in chocolate.
Fucking crap. That's so funny to me. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god.
Which one's this?
No, I'm pulling it up right now.
Is it weird that I got nervous that he brought I thought he was bringing up pictures on my phone. I was like, wait, let me check.
Yeah, like that teacher with the dick pic.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm a dick. Yeah, right there, the Halloween one. Yeah, watch this. And then watch.
Instead of candy, he just gave out random shit.
It's so funny. All right.
Oh, hey kids, how's it going? Good. I like your costumes. All right, here you go. You got a piece of celery for you.
Thanks.
And a carrot for you. Have a good day, kids.
Trick or treat.
All right, here you go. Some pickles for you and a stick of butter for you.
Trick or treat.
Got some peanut butter for you.
Thank you.
And a nice plate of food for you.
That's nice.
Trick or treat. Trick or treat.
Cup of water for you and some vegetables for you. Happy Halloween. Whoa, spooky costumes. Nice, I like it. Hey, here you go. Toothpaste for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And a plunger for you. Yeah, all right.
So
Happy Halloween.
Silly.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was it.
I love it. Random shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the guy who was giving out chocolate covered onions. The guy goes, "What kind of sicko?" Because the kid bites into it's an onion. Fucked up.
Is that
man.
on Instagram? So
just
funny
somewhere. Yeah. I went to Montana Street because all the stores.
Oh yeah.
They just give
Montana
out
Avenue.
all the stores shut down, but then all the owners just give out candy. All the kids.
Yeah.
It was packed. Great costumes, but some dude was in a legit like Disneyland Mickey Mouse costume. Like they're all kids, man. They see Mickey, they fucking freak out.
Oh my
so he's covered in kids, and he's going, all right, because he has his kid, and he's going, all right, I gotta get going. I'm like, bro. You came as Mickey Mouse, you dumbass.
So the kids don't know.
No, you look like you're a paid employee of Montana.
It's like being
Street.
Tom Cruise at the mall. You're gonna get mobbed,
dude.
Man.
He was going, all right, we're trying. I go, well, no, because Tiger loves Mickey. I'm like, you chilling?
No, you're hanging
chilling
out
for a while.
I'm gonna bully you, Mickey.
Yeah, no, you chilling. I was like, I lift up Tiger. I'm like, look, high five him. The guy's like, he's doing this. I'm like, you're chilling for a while too. There's a line. I'm like, what the fuck do you think was gonna happen? And where do you get that outfit?
That's amazing.
I'm talking. He must have maybe worked there, stole it. The straight up Mickey Mouse from Disneyland.
Wow.
Kids fucking everywhere.
Oh my God.
You know, we're all in bullshit costumes. Legit Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
He was so frustrated too. You could tell his kid was like, God damn it, man. Because they couldn't go anywhere.
My wife wore a, like she was dressed like a llama. I gotta be honest.
A llama?
It's adorable.
A llama?
Fuck yeah. She had a little tail. She had curly little head, little hoodie, and curly little thing.
I don't know how you'd look like.
Yeah,
like a llama, like up off of Emperor's New Groove?
It was just like a pink but furry suit, like a
llamas aren't pink.
A pink jumpsuit.
What?
And she
was
had
a pig.
No, because she had
llamas aren't pink.
No, she had curly hair. She had a little tail, little llama tail, and a little nose on the top. And it was so cute. I was like, "You're fucking cute." And she had braids. I was like,
furry action.
Yeah, I was like, you furry girl.
Yeah, but man, I know you listen to the show. Llamas aren't pink.
No, they're not
super
pink.
confusing.
She was a pink llama, bro.
You're a unicorn.
You don't know. She was a pink llama.
You're a unicorn.
Cute. Me, I was dressed. I got a red outfit on. It had horns, but they were kind of like bull horns.
You were a devil?
I don't know. It was shitty little cow horns with a shitty tail and a little soft nose. So it was a hood with a soft nose on the fucking end. It sucked. It was and tiny shit wings.
No, hold on.
Shitty wings like you could never fly.
Let's just go over this.
Yeah.
She was a pink llama thing.
Yeah, adorable.
You were a shitty Satanist.
I was a red
thing.
cow. I was a red cow devil.
Then your son was
cow devil.
Kind of a white supremacist machine
Yeah.
that kept falling.
Yep.
And what was your daughter?
Well, all right. So I'm glad you asked.
Now, do the cows Halloween the worst in America?
The worst you can imagine.
What'd your son do?
My
What'd your
wife's
daughter
so
do?
into it, and she's awesome. But I don't do anything, of course, because bad dad. But there I am with my. You understand what I'm saying, right? It's got booties, and you get into it. It's a jumpsuit. It zips up.
Who does?
Me. It zips up. Then I got my hood. I put it over, right? So I got tiny
Why don't you
horns.
post any pictures of
shitty
this?
I don't know. I threw it away in the middle. It got too hot. My daughter was dressed as an archer, sort of. She had an archery outfit on, sort of like she was dressed like a forest archer and a little shitty bow.
Like Robin? Huh?
Yeah. And I said, "You're a huntress." And she goes, "No, I'm not." And I go, "Okay." She goes, "I shoot a bow and arrow." And that was her costume. So it was,
Bit of a clusterfuck.
It was a little bit of a
That's what Halloween is.
Yeah.
That's what Halloween is.
It's so fun to watch the kids. They get so excited.
Dude, Montana Street was a blast.
They're so cute.
I take my son on this walk. He's super scared of spiders right now because there's spiders in that movie Trolls. So whenever spiders, I always freak out. But there's this spider that's on the stop sign by where I live. The fucking web is huge, man. And there's this fat spider from prehistoric days, a real one. I call him Jack the Spider. We always walked him every morning. And the spider's out. And right when we're walking up, every morning, we've been doing this for 6 weeks. We always check the spider out. Some black guy, because I live by the stairs.
Yeah.
Some black guy and his friend, right before we get there, he's like, "Oh shit, man, look at the spider." His friend just goes, "He's huge."
No.
Yeah. I'm like,
no. That's a garden spider.
I was like, "God damn it, man.
I'm afraid of spiders.
God damn it." I'm not afraid of spiders.
I was in my bushes in back in the day. I was living on Sunset, off of Sunset. I was in the bushes. We had this ivy, and I was trying to get this ball for my dog, and I'm in the bushes, and I'm standing there in the mirror, and my girl screams, and this giant spider had been on my back, and it crawled over my shoulder. And dude, if you ever want to see me turn into a coward,
That'll do it.
I went like you can't get it off fast enough. You can't get it off your body. It was such a natural
Spiders
reaction.
don't do it to me.
scare the fuck
Neither
out of
do
me.
snakes.
Snakes,
like
no.
wasps do.
Oh my god.
Bees, not really.
Anything
Fucking
that bites,
wasps.
Centipedes,
Nah,
wasps.
fuck a
Centipede will bite.
Centipede.
Centipede will bite the lip. Well, we had Cody. What's his name on?
I know. I've seen it.
He said centipedes are terrible bites.
Yeah, I know. If you live in fucking Bermuda, in Santa
me,
Monica,
they live
there's not those giant biting ones.
I think there might be.
Ask them about it. We asked them.
Really?
Yeah, they're not here. You have to
in
go
Hazard.
fucking on Mars to find.
Can you
those
look
things.
up?
Also, when's the last?
centipedes
Name
native
the
to
last person
California?
you've met that got bit by one of those giant centipedes.
It's true.
The small ones is
It's
whatever.
true. You don't really
No
get
one's
to
like,
go.
bro. There are these giant dinosaur
Got bit
centipedes.
by a centipede.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
I wonder how he's doing.
He's just
Still
one
getting
big
bit.
swollen. Many types of California centipedes. Ooh, tiger centipede, 15 inches, dude.
That's the gnarly one, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
They have
Where's
legs.
he at?
They have fangs, often with a venomous bite that can be very painful. That means
See, we fucks with the house centipede. You know what you do with those? Click,
ti-
dead.
So the tiger centipede reaches 15 centimeters. I don't know what that means. Can exhibit a number of colors. I thought it was 15 inches. Aggressive. Oh, not aggressive.
Have you ever seen one of those in your house? No, never.
The bite can be very painful. House centipede ranges through California. Very common. All right.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's fine, dude.
Yeah.
Soil centipede.
Yeah, I mean, in California, especially in Denver, you got to worry more about black widows.
I don't
they're
like,
everywhere.
Yeah, black widows, they hurt.
They'll kill you.
No, they
Not
just
grown men, but kids.
Hurt.
Kids,
Nah, they'll
babies.
just hurt you like a motherfucker. Apparently.
They'll
I mean,
kill you.
maybe if you
Yeah,
have
they can.
allergic reaction.
Someone just died from a bite from a rattlesnake in Denver.
No.
A runner.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess his heart was pumping so fast the poison probably pumped it into his heart.
Nope.
No? What happened?
Nope. He was a ultra marathon runner. Rogan had the lady who won on, and he got bit, and then he was going in and out of it. I forget what it was, and then they flew him, but yeah, he died from it.
I imagine your body's so depleted.
No, he had no. You know what it is? Like they usually don't kill grown men. He had an allergic reaction to something.
Wow.
Yeah, rattlesnake would fucking suck.
No, that hurts. Well, because also it
He got
can
gnarly snakes though.
it can also deaden your leg, so you can lose the use of your leg. You know, dogs have
Yeah, there you go. Denver Post.
Wow.
Man killed by rattlesnake. Ironman athlete. Damn, that's him there in
He's
shape.
Asian.
He's Asian.
It's Asian, right?
Hiking Jefferson County Trail. Let's see. He been training.
Oh, he has bipolar disorder.
And yeah, keep going. Keep going.
That was funny with Chin. Ooh, he had bipolar.
Yeah, like it matters. Keep going. I'm just saying that's not the reason he died.
Yeah.
Keep going. Boy, it's just a big story.
Yeah.
I mean, guy got bit by a rattlesnake running. That's a bummer, man. Yeah. See, there's a shooting in Denver, Walmart. Yeah. Well, Thornton. That's like outside. That's not technically Denver.
What happened do they know? The guy's dead, though. The shooter, I think.
Did he die? I thought they took him into custody.
I heard he died. I don't know.
Only shot, or I don't say only, but wasn't it just 2?
Had failed businesses and run-ins with the police.
Arrested.
Yeah, I don't think.
There are a lot of people in Denver apparently out there who have guns, right? That carry guns.
Yeah, I mean everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's
we worry about terrorists. Can I just stop for a second? We worry about terrorists, like Islamic terrorists. White dudes, white disgruntled dudes in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and now 60s. Those might be the ones that we might want to quarantine. Hey, wait, I'm in my 50s. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, B. That's general.
I'm just saying. Of course, it's general, but I'm just
saying.
Fuck. I just get a kick out of how we worry about Islamic terrorists, but there are a lot of.
Well, I mean, New York, there's an Islamic terrorist just killed 9 people.
Yes, yeah, and this guy killed
2
people, and the guy, the fucking Dylan Thomas and Paddock.
Well, I mean, the Vegas
fucking
yeah. Anyway. The guy who killed the people in New York, and they've seen more of it, but they're going to start putting up around. I don't know how you're going to do it in New York, but we have it here in L.A. and Santa Monica, especially 3rd Street. They have those big cement like barriers so cars can't get there. Venice has it now too. Remember that guy drove down Venice and killed that married couple?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Like maybe 2-3 years ago, went on the boardwalk, ran over it. Literally just
right.
married.
Yes.
So now there's these huge barricades up where cars can't get on there unless you're a cop. So in New York, that's what happened. So you're going to see it all over, they said. They're going to start putting money into it.
Well, Jimmy Burke, I talked to him, and Jimmy Burke, my boy from New York, takes that route every single day.
Yeah.
That exact route.
And he's on his bike.
And his bike. Every day he's on his bike, that route. Because he has a client down there and he plays tennis down there. Every day.
Yep.
He was so bunched up. He's like, I wanted to do something. They were there. They heard the sirens and everything. He was down there.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know, man. Truck could do a lot of damage.
That guy, they got... Yeah, he didn't kill himself. They got him alive, right? Which is usually good because you can get more info and then track where you know... They said he got his information off ISIS online and like them telling him exactly what to do. It's crazy, man. Yeah, so 3 dead in Walmart. And he was just a dude who was sick of life, failed businesses, went and shot him.
Yep.
Hey, I wonder if they're going to find...
Paranoid.
Like, Robert Sapolsky, who did Rogan's podcast, like he was talking about, he said, what do you think we're going to, as we study brain science, what do you think we're going to find out later on? And he said, I think what you're going to find is that when we learn more about the brain and you hear about people like these shooters or people who do things, we're going to go, oh my God, he was sick. What a shame. And we're all going to be, and they're going to be able to point to something in his brain that happened where he basically went crazy, like a lot of cases.
But like with this guy who failed businesses, runs, you know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of failed businesses, just like, fuck this, man.
So
there's events, right? That caused him to do that.
Yes, but so the idea would be that it'd be like, were his business a failure? Was he a failure because there was something wrong with his brain? So they have this, you ever hear that statistic where they say, if you're married, men who are married or people who are married tend to be happier? Well, that's true based on all the metrics available when they do all these social scientists do these studies. Like married people seem to be happier. However, the other thing may be also is that happy people also tend to get married more than depressed people. So what comes first? You know, the chicken or the egg? And there's a lot of cases like that where somebody who's married also tends to be more attractive to other people. I mean, I'm sorry, somebody who's happy. Right. So you know, sometimes you know there may have been a problem already with this guy. You know, I don't know. It's going to be interesting as we learn more.
Was
about
he single? Doesn't say.
No,
I'm sure.
Up, though.
Look at that haircut, man.
He looks way older than 47.
Just like Brendan's.
Dude, your hair and his is almost identical.
Hey, don't say that.
Why would you call a man out for his hair?
Because look at his hair. It's shaved on the sides, and that's a terrible pink collar and sweater. I don't dress like that. Is he my age?
47. He's younger. He looks older. Way older.
All right, good to
hear.
You
guys have the exact same haircut, but it's whatever.
No, we don't. Take that back, please.
5 facts you need to know about him. So do we call him a white extremist?
No, just a crazy fuck.
Well, when it's white people, it's usually
yeah, right.
mental disorder.
Right. When they're white, it's a mental disorder. When
he's Muslim,
when he's brown, it's a
terrorist.
Fucking, yeah.
It's very strange, right?
That's actually that's true. But then again, that fucking guy had pledged allegiance to ISIS and
who?
The guy in the truck. They found.
No, he's a terrorist.
Found a note.
That'd be a terrorist.
They found a note. ISIS.
And Trump's trying to get him the death penalty.
Again, he might be crazy too. I mean, again. I'm going to run people over with my truck.
But let's definitely get all info out of him that we can and then kill him. I agree with Trump on that. Let's kill him. Yeah. What are you going to do? You can put him in prison?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother conversation.
No, I'm for the death penalty in a lot of cases. I really am. Yeah. I mean, in other words, like, okay, so you kill kids. Are you crazy? I don't really care. I mean, I don't want you around.
I don't think it stops at kids, though. Like you killed innocent people in New York, running down the pathway because ISIS told you to do it.
And in a lot of states, they have that. A lot of states, still the death penalty exists for that reason. So, eye for an eye kind of shit.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best way to run society.
It's always been controversial, right? The idea is, does the death penalty deter criminal behavior? That was always the argument, right? So if it does, so if people know that they might die if they commit this crime, they're likely not to do it. If that
those people are so crazy, it's almost an out for them, right?
Yeah,
especially the way we kill them.
Right, but
it's kind of peaceful, isn't it?
Yes, but I think it's also it relates to premeditated murder. So premeditated murder is different. So when you planned it, typically the logic goes, well, we're going to plan killing this guy. If we get caught, I don't just go to jail forever. I die.
Yeah,
that can have. I don't know if there's any real science to prove it's a deterrent, but there is some evidence that could be a deterrent. It would be for me. If I'm going to die.
But you're a sane person. The people that criminals and stuff like that, but they also do it because they don't think they're going to get caught.
Yeah. Well,
no one's going to do it under the assumption they're going to get caught.
I would imagine it creates more tension, and you might think twice before you do it. It might save some lives.
I don't know. Criminals really don't think like that.
Yeah, they probably do. I mean, if you know you're going to die versus go to jail versus maybe you can beat it in court, there's all kinds of things. I don't know. I mean, when I plan murders, I do it in states where I know I'm only going to go to
Dexter
jail.
style?
Yeah. Yeah, Dexter style. That's right. That was weird how you just pursed your lips and pushed your mouth down. You guys didn't see that.
You guys, well, they'll see it on there.
Nope, because you were hiding behind the mic.
You think?
Oh, yeah. I take those things into consideration. Hey, can we just talk a little bit about, I'm sorry to make this jump, but the card of the year.
Oh, my God. I mean, good thing you brought that up.
The card of the year. I got to get your take, and then I'm going to give
give me your take, because I don't want you copying all my shit.
Can we bring up the whole
You mean you have to see it?
Well, I
can rip through them because the biggest card of the year if you want.
So we got, let's go. You want to go big to, they're all big. I mean, I can't wait. So there's GSP. There's Michael Bisping.
Well, don't start with the main event, B. Don't start with the main event. Otherwise, if I'm listening to this, why would I listen to any of it?
All right. At 85.
All the undercards are good, too. OSP versus Corey Anderson's a fun one. Mickey Gall, he's on the come up.
Oh, who's Mickey Gall? I don't know Randy Brown. Sorry.
That's usually how it goes for Mickey Gall, unless he's fighting CM Punk.
Okay. Do you know much about Randy Brown?
He was on that Dana White looking for a fight.
Yeah, he was on looking for a fight with Dana White. That's how he got a shot at this. Right. I like what they're doing with Mickey Gall. He's only 4-0. Like, this guy's 9-2, so he has more experience. But for Mickey Gall, the kid has talent, charisma. He's beaten some big names, as far as big names that people recognize, not the toughest guys, but there's no reason to throw him to the fucking walls.
They're bringing him up.
Which is smart, which is usually you don't really get that. So this is good.
Yeah.
I mean, it kicks off with Johnny Hendricks versus the dime piece.
Paulo Costa.
Bachinha.
The Eraser. He's a stud.
And Johnny Hendricks looking thicker than a fucking enchilada.
Yeah, he's looking rather thick. He looks like a burrito.
I like a nice enchilada.
He's a strong man.
He looks like a thick.
Yeah.
Gordita crunch.
I've heard.
He looks like a Gordita crunch.
I have seen him in the off season at a distance, but he definitely gets much bigger. I've heard as big as 220 pounds at times.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's okay? Now he's fighting at 85 here, right?
Yep. And he still misses weight. But he did change camps, and he says he's going to go undefeated.
Who is he?
He's with Jackson's now, which I call, that's like going to Florida for a retirement home. Jackson's camp is like Kevin's waiting room.
Is that right?
Well, no, they have world-class fighters, but you see a lot of guys at the end of their career make the move to Jackson.
Okay.
It's like the last hurrah.
Right.
Like I said, it's like moving to
Good move
to
for him,
Boca
or you
Raton.
don't know?
I just think it's too late. It's just it's over. It's game. It's game.
Right.
I love Johnny. I do, man. He's one of my favorite people in the world. But sometimes
you
it's
think
over.
you're putting money on Paulo?
Yes. The only reason why Johnny's on the card is because they're hoping the old fans who are tuning in to George St-Pierre going, oh shit, I know Johnny because that was George's last fight.
Yeah.
That's why why Johnny's on the card. Otherwise, he would never be on there.
Wow.
So they're hoping those old George St-Pierre fans recognize Johnny Hendricks.
All right, I'll go with Costa.
Then you got Wonder Boy versus Masvidal.
Oof.
And I don't know if it's in your current events. You Masvidal and Bisping get into it.
It's on the current, but I saw it.
I didn't see that.
Woo!
Because
They hate each other.
Long
time coming.
Masvidal is a beast. Here's my take on it. Obviously, if Masvidal stands a little too far, he's going to get eaten up with those legs. But if Masvidal can stand at a boxer's distance,
Wonder Boy's not a leg kicker.
no. And so if Masvidal can crowd Wonder Boy and they start exchanging, I got Masvidal on this. As great as Wonder Boy is, Wonder Boy's a killer. But Masvidal is fucking game. He's got such good hands. I don't know. I think if it comes down to boxing, I think Masvidal, if he can keep that distance.
So who do you got, for God's sakes? Don't keep saying if it comes down to boxing, because it's going to come down to mixed martial arts.
I got Wonder Boy.
You got Wonder Boy? After
do.
all that?
Yep. I think Masvidal is a beast, but at the end of the day, I got Wonder Boy.
I got Masvidal.
Decision.
I got Masvidal decision.
Really? Because
I just think he's more dynamic. I think I just think it's Masvidal's time. He's a big fucking 170er. He's in his prime. He does everything really, really well, where Wonder Boy only does one thing great. I just think Masvidal can figure that code out.
Really? Wow.
He's been doing it too long. I think it's Masvidal's time.
So
I think Masvidal wins and gets the next.
You think he
shot.
crowds him? You think he stays? He doesn't.
I think he does whatever. He doesn't have to crowd him. He's a good enough dynamic striker. He doesn't need to crowd him. He can stay on the outside and not get knocked out. He can get on the inside. He's a better grappler. He's a better boxer. I just think he's more game. I think for Wonder Boy his first fight with Tyrone was an amazing fight. Which on the big round breakdown I said was boring. I'm correcting myself. That first one was amazing. Second one was awful. And I think there's a bitter taste in everyone's mouth for Wonder Boy. So I think there's a lot more pressure on Wonder Boy. The loser of this fight goes to the back of the queue at 170. It's not a fun road. And I think Masvidal wins and gets he has a good claim for a title shot. Definitely over Colby Covington. Then you got Joanna versus Rose. Rose looking like 11 from Stranger Things there.
Yes. Correct.
Rose looks like kind of a Asianish 11 from Stranger
You've always
Things.
talked about how insanely athletic Rose is, which I take to believe if she's in a good camp, she just continues to improve and improve and improve. So, the underdog there is Rose for sure.
She's the biggest underdog on the card.
Yeah.
Who you got, B?
I always have to go with Joanna just in terms of what
I just don't see anyone beating Joanna for a very, very long time. She's so much leaps and bounds better than every girl in that division. She's going to become like a Mighty Mouse type-ish where she's just going to murk people.
Fucking incredible.
The UFC should get behind her a little more. It's tough with her English, but...
Yeah, but Rose is so sneaky with her jiu-jitsu. If Rose can get to the, bring it...
She has the Hail Mary...
Yeah,
opportunity here
sneaky.
Where Joanna can train with whoever she wants. I've seen Rose do certain things where you can't really train for it. She can pull one of those out.
Yeah.
It could be a huge upset.
Yeah,
but
if Rose wins, I believe Rose wins on the ground with a submission.
Well, if there's I don't think it's on the ground. I think she would jump to it from an underhook or standing. That's where she's going to get it.
But in a jiu-jitsu, something in a triangle.
If there's a finish, it's from Rose.
Yeah.
by submission.
That's what I say.
And then you got Cody Garbrandt, TJ Dillashaw.
Might
be the greatest fight at bantamweight of all time.
Yeah, that's going to be ridiculous. When TJ did our show, I asked him about that, and he was...
God damn, that was a while ago, brother.
Yep. And he basically said that Cody comes straight forward, doesn't fight with angles, and I was like, oof, I can't wait to see this fight. I'm going to go with TJ Dillashaw. I think TJ is so phenomenal. Obviously, so is Cody. Cody's got, I guess, more power in his hands. Yeah, but I'm just going to go with TJ. I think TJ is ultimately more creative as a fighter. I think he just steps it up and does crazy shit.
I have TJ for other reasons.
I also think it's really hard to train for TJ.
Cody and TJ trained together. You know that, right? For years.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. So they know a lot about each other then. What do you think? You have TJ?
I have TJ for other reasons I don't want to get into, but I think TJ wins by decision. And then they do a rematch. I think Cody wins. You're going to see a trilogy of this fight.
Because it's going to be a barn burner.
It's the best fight in bantamweight history. Bisping GSP main event.
So you've trained with both these guys for years.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, he's 4 years he's been off.
4 years.
And now you throw him into the huge arena with Michael Bisping.
I don't think the stage can get big enough for GSP. I'm not worried about him not performing under the lights.
He's a great champion. I don't know.
You got to pick.
So GSP's...
Oh, let me stop you there. You're wearing those business socks again.
I know.
The rich or poor guys reached out to me. I got them sending you socks.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I need them, and I will wear them. Here's what I'm going to say. Don't look at that. Look up at my face now.
Sorry.
GSP has that diving double and single, and he puts you on your back. Michael Bisping has amazing takedown defense. Okay? I think those two things might neutralize themselves. Let's just say. Now they're left on their feet. Michael Bisping has problems with that eye. I think the thing that GSP's so good at is finding your one weakness, your one blind spot. No pun intended. And I wouldn't be surprised if he takes advantage of that eye.
Let me play devil's advocate for you, B. What about George fighting at 85 for the first time, having to go 5 rounds? What about that heavy extra weight that he's never fought at, going to the 4th and 5th round, where Michael Bisping literally has the best cardio at 85 of all
I would
time.
answer it this way.
Of all time.
Yeah, he's gone 5 rounds many times, GSP
at
has.
70,
yes.
Before USADA kicked in.
Yes.
Carry on.
So at 70, I feel like 85, when you're not sucking that much weight, actually might help you because you're more hydrated.
You're bigger.
Bigger, but more hydrated. And let's face it, GSP, when he was on an off season, at least according to Nate Marquardt, was walking at 190, sometimes 195. Thick kid. So
he's thicker now, though.
He's thicker now. He's definitely thicker now.
He's older.
But I think 85 is easier for him than is 70. And I don't know that sucking down to 70 at his size after 4 years would have helped his cardio. I feel like this helps his cardio. So I'm not so worried about his cardio. Yeah, but it's a different body. I don't know. You brought up USADA. It's a different game now. You have to take that into account.
Bisping's fought 8 times since George last fought. And he's fought the best of the best.
Yeah.
And beat him.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Anderson Silva. Like Luke Rockhold.
Dan
Henderson. So, and is Michael a little bigger?
Michael's for sure bigger.
He's for sure bigger,
100% bigger man.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Bisping's not a small dude.
No,
Bisping is
not.
a big dude.
Arms are huge.
His arms aren't huge.
Well, they're pretty thick. I've spent enough time with him where I'm like, Jesus, that's a thick fucking guy. He's thick. So, you know what? I'm going to go with Bisping.
Oh, you're such a fucking cunt.
No, I'm not.
You had GSP.
Hold on.
I was just playing devil's advocate.
Hold on.
The old jellyfish challenge.
Not jellyfish.
The old jelly.
I just don't know what. I don't know what GSP we're going to get. I'm just throwing you some
ideas here.
I don't know what GSP we're going to get.
All right. Well, let me play devil's advocate for GSP.
All right.
He's probably the best champion the UFC's ever
I
had.
know all about that.
Okay.
You ain't telling me nothing I don't know.
And he also has the best jab of all time, which is his left hand.
It's what I call an educated jab in the boxing circles.
If he wanted to, I don't know if he wants to do this. If he wanted to, do you think George could get in a crouch stance and stick behind his jab for 5 boring rounds and win every round by using just a jab? Is Bisping take him down? Nope.
Michael's not taking him down, is he?
No, God no. Bisping doesn't take people down.
Does Michael figure out that jab after 2-3 rounds? Michael's such an experienced striker.
No one's ever figured it out. So does Bisping do it for the first time ever Saturday night? No one's ever.
Yeah, he does.
Ever. He does.
He does. Yeah, he does.
He has the best, to me, the best striking coach of all time.
And that striking coach is getting him ready.
For the jab?
Fuck yeah.
That no one else can figure out?
Damn right.
Now what happens if he starts figuring out? And by figuring out, do you mean starts countering it with the right hand?
That's what I mean.
So then does it leave him open for a double leg? And George St-Pierre, some would argue, is the best double leg of all time.
The best diving double?
Don't say diving.
I like diving because he drives his shoulder
runs
into
through
it.
him.
Fucking, yeah, that's what I mean. We call that a diving double where I'm in my school. Man. So are you saying maybe there's jab, 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 counter right, double leg. Now you're on the ground.
Yep.
Now Michael's trying to stand back up. Now George is wrestling to keep you back down. Now it's a ground and pound. But Michael Bisping ain't getting ground and pounded.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Now Michael Bisping's also the best at cage crawling, standing up
Sure
if
is.
you do take him down.
Sure is.
Ask Rashad Evans, Tim Kennedy, Thouslidis, a ton.
Chael Sonnen. Yeah. So there you go. All bigger men. All bigger men that he climbed the cage on. So
And it's 5 rounds.
And it's 5 fucking rounds.
And no one
Brendan.
has better cardio than Bisping. Oh, and he has a chip on his shoulder. Because, again, he's the underdog. And if he does beat him, there's argument for Michael Bisping be the best middleweight of all time. If you look at his resume, there's a legit argument. You can say, well, everyone's past the prime that he fought.
Is he the
Doesn't
second
matter.
most winning fighter in UFC?
No, he's the
history?
winningest fighter in
He's
UFC
the
history.
winningest?
Pretty sure he's the winningest fighter in
Talk
UFC
about
history.
an accomplishment.
Oh, and it took him
Talk
10
about
years
an
to get it. It took him
accomplishment.
10 years to get it.
And he probably was, yeah. Frank Mir.
That's from number of fights.
Go back. This Wikipedia. Go back. Go to the best records in UFC history. So at middleweight, he's the most successful of all time.
GSP is so brilliant. He's so brilliant. His fight IQ is so high. He's so high.
Michael Bisping's fight IQ is pretty high.
Yep.
I'll say this. These are my other caveats before you give your official pick, and we're going to ride and die on your official pick.
Yeah, we're gonna
the
ride
whole
and
fan
die.
base is waiting on it.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me about this is, again, why is GSP coming back? For what motives did he have to come back? Is because the paydays and the stardom that UFC fighters have these days. He's not really strapped. You know what I'm saying?
Can I tell you what it feels like?
Let me get through it. Or, and he also admit again in an interview how he's terrified to fight. He doesn't enjoy fighting, which is strange to me. But he says he misses the limelight. Michael Bisping is a straight up fighter through and through.
Winningest fighter in UFC history.
It's all Michael. So when the going gets tough,
He loves it.
You're gonna have to kill Michael Bisping.
He loves it.
That's what he does. And Bisping realizes what's at stake here. He's gonna be the most successful middleweight of all time. He already is.
I don't think anything you said about Michael GSP wasn't true when he was a champion. I think he didn't like fighting as much. He was
the game has changed, though.
wreck.
The game has changed.
Yeah.
And you've taken 4 years off. So there's all these sort of X factors.
He's a fucking badass. Having said all that, he also loses.
Who does?
Michael Bisping.
Not to many people.
No.
To who?
Yeah, Luke Rockhold. I don't know, plenty of people.
You knocked Luke
Dan
Rockhold out.
Henderson, Luke Rockhold. Yes, he did. No, I'm saying the only person that GSP's ever lost to, well, 2 people, Matt Hughes and Matt Serra. He finds a way to win. He finds a fucking way to win.
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
And why did you stop? It always makes me curious because real fighters don't take that much time off.
So the feeling I get is that why would he come back? One, is he bored with his life? Does he miss the excitement? 2, or does he miss purpose? 2, if you're coming back for the limelight or the money or whatever you miss,
Look at the dick on him in that picture, by the way.
it's going up.
How did you not notice that?
Well, it looked more like it was pointing, so I didn't want to bring it up.
Well, no,
looks
it's
more
all
like a
the way
pointer.
up.
But I guess, is it coming?
No, it looks like a fucking submarine telescope.
Yeah. Trick photography.
Nah.
Because it looks like it's pointing straight out, but I guess it's coming.
No, it's up.
Is that the cup, though?
No, it's bent up. No,
It might be the cup.
No one
bro.
has a cup like that. What cup is diagonal like a cock?
Well, if you wear your dick straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. His body looks different.
He's older, bro.
Yeah. Face looks different.
And he's at 85. He's not going to be as shredded. Here's your goddamn pick, Brian Callen. I'm just giving you all the facts here because you want to come in
go
hot.
with Michael Bisping. I think it's such
Now
a
you're gonna
mountain.
switch?
Yeah, I think it's such a mountain for George St-Pierre to climb. I have to go with Michael Bisping. That's a big mountain.
George
for him.
St-Pierre, the best of all time.
As great as he is.
The best of all time.
A 4-year layoff is very real.
Who can sit behind a jab and out jab anyone,
Yeah.
double leg anyone in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
Has taken down guys who were better at wrestling
Yeah.
Michael Bisping.
And I would say to you that Michael Bisping figured fucking Anderson Silva out. And
Did he? Because Anderson Silva knocked him out.
yeah, and then he came back and beat him.
Anderson Silva knocked him out.
Yeah, came back and beat him.
I don't know if you could say figured him out. He won the fight. It was a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
Fight of the year.
Yeah.
There's no figuring out. They both got fucked up.
Yeah.
There's no figuring out. It wasn't like, oh, he shut him down. Figuring out shutting him down.
The hole in
GSP figured out.
The hole in Michael
Koscheck.
Bisping's game is only his eye, and that's a big thing. But he's been winning with that.
No,
eye.
the hole in Michael Bisping's game, it could be to his eye, but he does get hit. But GSP's not a knockout artist.
Yeah, he's not. GSP's a very cautious fighter. In fact,
He'll jab your eye off.
he'll
Though.
jab your eye off.
He'll jab your eye off.
He'll jab your eye out and off.
He'll jab it off.
Ask Koscheck.
I have Bisping winning as well.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
I also think this card, and people are like, you're such a hater on this card. No, I'm not a hater. I can't wait for this goddamn card. I just think looking at the matchups on the main card, you're gonna get a lot of decisions. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you get 4 decisions out of 5 on the main card. Wow. There's nothing wrong with that. I think there's still exciting fights. I just think for the casual fan, I'm like, God damn it. For me, I like when it goes all the rounds because you see guys' camps, you see their actual game plan, the techniques. Yeah. When it's a quick finish, it's whatever. People get happy because they want blood because we're in gladiator days. But I actually like when it goes decision. I still think you're going to get good fights and exciting fights. I just think you're getting 4 out of 5 decisions on the main card.
If GSP pulls this off, that'll be just fucking unbelievable. I mean, after 4 years, yeah.
I think the other reason GSP came back is, especially at 85, is he thinks he sees a chink in Bisping's game. Because I will tell you this right now: if Yoel Romero, Luke Rockhold, and Whitaker were the champs, he would not be fighting at 85.
They're just too big for him.
No, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
Whitaker's smaller than Bisping, but he wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't.
Those guys would knock him out.
They would, huh?
No, there's a reason why it's a perfect storm for him to fight at 85 and get the belt, and he's not going to defend it. He's going to vacate the belt and go to 70.
Oh, okay.
You won't see him ever fight at 85 again. I promise you that.
Yeah, he doesn't want any part of those guys.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He's not a natural 85er. It's what those guys are too big, too fast, too strong. Did you see Conor McGregor?
Mm-mm.
I'm sure it's Conor McGregor did. He had his premiere for his movie.
Oh, yeah.
And they asked him about him fighting Tony Ferguson and stuff. Now, is it current events or can I just rip off on it?
Go for it. No.
So they asked him about like what's next and all this stuff. And he goes, listen, for me to fight, I'm at a different level now. He goes, I'm going to need to be a co-promoter.
Oh, I see.
You've not seen him fight for a while. When I saw that, I went, I always say, know your worth. Good for you. I love that because he's the only guy history who's ever been able to do that.
Can I say the second thing you're going to say?
But B,
can I say a sec?
You ain't seen him fight for a long time.
Oh, okay.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, did you think that's because that's a convenient way of ducking?
No.
He's not afraid of him at all.
Oh, God. Conor McGregor?
Yeah,
No,
not afraid of
God,
him at all.
no. God, no. No, he knows Tony Ferguson's the fight. It's actually a good fight for him. It's a good fight for Tony. It's a good fight for Conor. No one's ducking anyone at that level. It's none of that. It's just he's going, you want me to fight? I'm in a different league
Doesn't
now.
he worry that not fighting can have an effect on his ability to win? Like just ring rust and all that? Don't those guys worry about that?
I'm sure a little bit, but when you have $100 million in the bank and they're like, hey, we need you to fight at T-Mobile Arena and we're going to pay you, $4 million or $10 million. He goes, well, we'll have $100 million.
Yeah.
And I'm bigger than anyone. I'm bigger than all you guys sitting at this table, including
Yeah.
you, Dana.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a different level, mate. It's same thing with Anthony Joshua. Like, I had this talk with my boy Bryan from Showtime yesterday. So Anthony Joshua has one fight left on his Showtime contract. His promoter, Hearns, this is fascinating. The game is fascinating to me. So Anthony Joshua has become so big. He does, and this relates to what Conor's doing. And certain boxers, Floyd Mayweather, it's very rare, but Anthony Joshua's become so big and such a powerhouse, he doesn't need the promoter Hearns anymore.
He doesn't need him.
So once his contract's up, he's just going to go, no, I'm just going to do Anthony Joshua promotions.
Yeah.
I get the gate. I get this.
Good.
I'm the name.
Good for
So
him.
Conor McGregor, for the first time ever in mixed martial arts history, goes, man, I'm the Floyd Mayweather of mixed martial arts. You're not going to pay me these peanuts. And when I say peanuts, he's still the highest paid
But
ever.
comparatively.
But comparatively, he's going,
Yeah.
no, man, I'm the LeBron James of mixed martial arts now.
He's
We're
right.
not doing
And
this.
he's right.
You're not my boss anymore. What we are is,
Partners.
if anything, we're partners
Yeah.
now.
The
And so-
marketplace says I'm worth this.
Yes.
And you need me.
So now it's going to be a Conor McGregor promotion with the UFC.
That's right.
I'm going to go to Dublin. I need part of the gate of that 75,000.
Of course.
Because that's where I'm making my money.
It's called business.
And merch, Reebok. We're not doing this $250,000 license deal anymore. I can sell my own shirts online and make way more than that.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? You're living the golden age. What's
true.
up?
It's great.
I think it's great.
I do too. I love
But
it.
the only issue is if you're a Conor fan, you're not going to see him fight for a while. Because UFC's, they've never had to deal with this. So like, what the fuck do we do? Because if you set this precedence, then
Well, my
guys
guess,
down the road are going to start to figure it out.
my guess is Dana's only one voice in the room, and whether or not, and he's got to deal with a board. and a
Well, you're
corporation,
talking
right?
Ari Emanuel, right?
Yeah.
So you have Ari Emanuel who's probably,
They'll play ball. They're used to this. They have no problem playing ball. I would imagine.
because they've dealt with bigger divas than Conor McGregor.
Sure, or they just
Ari Emanuel?
They're also
talking about
business-
some of the biggest names in the world.
It's also a group of people in a room who all have a stake in this, and Dana has a lot of expertise, but he's only one voice. At the end of the day, if everybody else is into it, he's got to go along.
Well, here's the other thing, B. If you're the UFC, if you're Dana White, if you're WME, IMG, you ready? You have to play Conor's game.
Yeah,
You have no other option.
correct,
Fine, go do your own thing, man.
correct.
We don't need you. You don't? Just the lowest year of all time without me fighting.
Is it by the way?
Yeah. Yeah. Last time 2 pay-per-views back-to-back were this low was UFC 47.
Wow.
It's just, and again, it's the ebb and flow of sports. It goes up and down in ratings, and there's all this stuff. But it's just, when superstars aren't fighting, you have the biggest superstar of all time going, nah, man.
A lot of that might be mismanagement too. Make superstars. Figure out a way to make them. Bring them up slowly, or whatever.
So here we go. They've got to entice me now because I came from $1 billion fight, which is, and people go, he's exaggerating. No, it actually was the $1 billion fight. $1 billion fight. So they've got to entice me with something. I want equity. I want ownership. I want to be true partners in this. Similar to the way I was in the Floyd fight. I was a promoter. I was a fighter. That must continue for me to continue. Otherwise, I've got many entities and many other interests that can carry on. I'm also already set financially, but we're in negotiations. It's true.
Amazing what that guy was able to do.
But isn't it great, though?
Yes, I love
And
it.
don't get me wrong, I know the people
love
like,
it.
oh, come on, man, get back in there. I get all that, but from a business side, it's so cool.
Yeah. Do you think he'd be
Because
all right?
he's going to change the game for everyone else.
Do you think he'd be all right because he's been fighting for so long? You think he'd be all right walking away from fighting at the end of the day?
100%.
You do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of
Why
the day.
wouldn't you be?
Right. Well, because he's a fighter and it's what he loves to do. However,
He's also
he's
said
also done it for so long. He was almost going to retire before all this shit
he
happened.
was going to retire, but he also tweeted out a while ago, get in, get paid, get out.
Yeah.
Like that, those are his words.
Yeah.
'Cause
Smart
this
guy.
game, and listen, Hollywood is calling for this guy.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, Predator. I mean, the biggest roles you can imagine. He doesn't want to do it because he wants to focus on fighting.
Yeah.
And when you have $100 million, it's kind of, you're just like, nah, I'm not going to do that, man.
Right.
You want me to fight who for how much? That's crazy.
Right.
It's just a different lane, and you can be upset and frustrated with Conor McGregor, but I look at a different angle where I go, man, he's opened the door for fighters down the road to now, if he gets equity and he has some share and he has some say in the way they treat fighters and he's a fighter and he has his own promotion, he can start getting it towards our way a little bit. It's all good, man.
Yep. I think it's fantastic.
What else you got? Should we jump some current events?
Cool. You guys want to go use the restroom real quick?
Sure.
Sure, you got to piss, Jen?
Yep.
You got to take a shit?
Shit and piss.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding,
man.
just piss.
All right, we're back here at Current Events. Current Events. Stop running your fingers through your silky as fuck hair, dude. Hey, bro, get me some of that stuff. What is it again?
Can I get you a wig?
No, man.
At what age do you think? Hopefully by...
That drives me crazy. My mother says that. Just wear a wig.
I'm with your mom.
What do you mean you're with my mom?
That's what Steve
I'm
Martin
not wearing
does.
a fucking wig, dude.
Steve Martin does.
I don't give a shit. What am I going to do? Walk around with a wig?
You saying you're better than Steve Martin?
People aren't going to see that I have a wig?
Brian Urlacher does. You better than Brian Urlacher?
That's the worst. He looked great bald. I don't want to talk about it. Hold on. Let's see this.
Hold on. Let's tell people what we're watching.
This is the conversation that Michael Bisping and Jorge Masvidal had outside a hotel lobby.
Hit it.
2 different weight classes.
That does not matter.
You focus on. Put your fucking hand in my face. Hey, I didn't touch you, motherfucker. Go away, you punk bitch. Look at you. You're a fucking punk. You are a punk. You are a bad representation of this sport. Look at you, fucking trash, motherfucker. Walk away into the fucking elevator, bitch. You trash, man. You trash. And you're gonna get your ass kicked on Saturday night of a guy called Wonderboy. Okay? Aha. I'll still fuck you up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at you, you're trash. You are trash. Just like your other stereotyping motherfucker, Yo Romero. You are a trashy motherfucker. Oh no, that hurt my feelings. Class. Get the class, dude. Please, that hurt my feelings. Stop, boy. You'll never fuck me up. You won't do shit. I just slapped the shit out of your hand. You ain't do shit about it, bitch. And you got 40 pounds on me. Right here. Fuck you. Kiss my ass. Look at you, little skinny bitch. Yeah, you're right. Look at these abs, bitch. And I've been eating cheeseburgers all week long. Faggot.
Oh, he used the F word.
Yeah, he should
Hey.
have not said that.
Guys use the F word these days.
That's just guys, man. It's so crazy. Like the street comes out in Masvidal. Masvidal's from where? Miami originally, right? Yeah.
He's Cuban. He was the original Kimbo Slice.
Yep.
He was backyard fighting with Kimbo. You see some of those videos. He's definitely not afraid of Bisping. They're very similar in size. Masvidal walked around about 190.
And what was that beef about?
They just don't.
They just
don't really get along. Yeah, they really don't get along. They
Just
never
different
have.
weight classes,
It
off.
has nothing to do with weight classes. It's just they just.
Well, if they were fighting each other, I would understand. But that's just out of nowhere. It's like, what are you trying to do?
There's been a long history of those two. And
Oh, okay.
I remember I picked Cowboy to beat Masvidal, and Masvidal attacked me on social media. He's very aware when people say something about him. I'm a huge Masvidal
He's
fan.
a sensitive guy. I love watching him fight.
I thought he posted the video. Guess not.
Oh, he would not post the video. That's not his style at all. No. That's why he was making fun of Bisping, going, you live for this. You want this video. Like, this is what you do. That's not Masvidal's style at all.
Gotcha.
He's a pure, straight fighter. I mean, goddamn, his name's Purebred, for God's sakes.
All right, cool.
What else you got?
We have to talk about Tyrese.
Have you seen this lately?
Crazy.
No.
Dude.
There's 2 different things, though.
No,
He had
he's
posted
a very
on
strange cat, man.
He posted on Instagram and Facebook. So the Instagram one was like saying he would leave the Fast and the Furious 9 if Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is in it. Which,
look at my face. Dude,
I know.
No, please, no. No, please don't leave Fast
That's
and
his
Furious
threat.
19.
And people are making fun of him about that, obviously.
So this is what he put. Tyrese put, Tyrese, hello world, hello loyal fans and loved ones from our Fast universe. I'm sorry to announce that if Dwayne is in Fast 9, there will no more Roman Pierce, which is his character. You mess with the family and my daughter's survival, I mess with yours. Close your eyes, dude. You're a clown. Hashtag candy ass bitch made. All my real one men on integrity. My real ones out here. Stand up, folks. That GP to the gym and get big naturally. Hashtag no juice. Hashtag no OJ. Spinoff, huh? Spin off these nuts, selfish champ. Pause. Notice who's got his arms around my shoulder and who's staying alone. Hashtag our children matter.
It's really bizarre.
He sounds like a jealous ex or some shit. Just because The Rock's killing it. And he's like, dude, I don't have time to do Fast and Furious 19 or where the fuck you want to do. I'm doing all this other stuff. Yeah. He's like, how are you going to have a spinoff without us, man? We're family. Rock's like, what? Bitch, I'm Moana.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know what to say.
What else did he
guy.
put?
So
He's such a product of Hollywood.
he went on his Facebook and then he recorded this video where he's actually crying and talking about being broke, not being able to see his daughter.
Oh, he's having a meltdown.
He's having a huge meltdown. I mean, he cries bad
on
in this
Instagram
thing.
crying.
This is Facebook, but
He's also an actor, so let's see this.
it's a super long video, but I'll show you some parts of it.
Hold up, B.
So I'm saying this to all of the fathers. You know, compassion is being able to understand the seat and the reality that someone else is sitting in. That's compassion. It's not about the seat that you're sitting in, The Rock. It's about the seat that everybody's sitting in. You know? Look at
That's
this.
his daughter.
Shayla, my first and only pregnancy. To this day.
You want an award for
I
that?
got another one on the way, but...
He said there's another one on the way, but that's whatever.
He has got a messiah complex, boy, and he is such a narcissist. It's incredible.
I'm not going to sit here and paint the picture of systematic racism. I'm just going to say that
Fuck
the
you,
uninvolved
Boa.
fathers has made it bad for the involved fathers because our voices are some way, somehow being drowned out. When the real fathers show up, when the real fathers that really love their kids and really are standing with their babies are there, because they're in the presence of so many fathers.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Exactly.
What is he talking
The
about?
problem is he's taking
The
this
real
to,
fathers?
He's taking this to some large, like this social media audience.
And The Rock is like, what? You know how
what-
busy I am?
what
You know how busy I am?
yeah, what are we supposed to do?
I have 18 Have you seen The Rock's schedule? Someone
Yeah,
sent me his
it's
schedule.
incredible.
He has 18 featured films in the next 2 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Christians, the men that wake up every day.
So he goes on and then he just
So I guess
breaks
That
down.
sweatshirt's awful, by the way, but keep going.
Please don't take my baby.
So this is just kind of sad because
right. Can
his
you?
ex-wife
I
is
get
trying to take
embarrassed.
his
Can you
baby.
Hold
take
on,
this
keep
off?
playing
I
it.
can't watch it.
Don't take my baby.
Is he losing his kid in court or something?
yeah, so far.
Why?
Who's he
His ex-wife
talking to?
alleges that he abused his daughter.
He hit his daughter?
That's what she's alleging. And he has like a
This is all I got.
restraining order against him right now.
This is
Who's
all
he-
I got.
who's he
Don't take
talking
my
to?
baby, okay?
The camera.
Audience.
I know, but to
And The
us,
Rock.
like, what am I supposed to
No,
do?
the
dude?
camera, The Rock,
Please
and
take
his
it off.
baby
I can't
mama.
take it.
Okay.
Oh no, does the Rock?
stop it.
Does the Rock?
This
I
is
was-
before The Rock clowned him, goes, your CD fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
Wait. Can I see that?
You haven't
'Cause
seen
I love
any of
it.
this,
No,
man?
I love the Rock.
Just a little,
Watch it.
he's
Wait
so
for
great.
this.
just a little quick shout out to Tyrese, his new album, Black Rose. I just heard it. I literally just heard it. I heard the whole thing in my trailer, and I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard. Everyone's laughing, by the way, but it's true because everybody's heard it too. Everyone heard it, right? They look at all. Everyone's like, "Yeah, big piece of dog." It shouldn't be called Black Rose. It should be called Big Piece of Black Dog. That's what it should be called. Not even a hard, dried up dog for 7 days. It's the soft dog.
Don't go at The Rock. He rips promos
It's like,
for a
that's
living.
what the album is like. And I never want to hear it again, and I'm never going to forgive him for wasting my time. That is time I will never get back. It's like dog is in my ear. Mother.
As a Rock fan, I almost wish he didn't do that.
It's kind of funny though, but yeah,
It kind of is, but I feel like he's bigger than that.
He's
You know,
already won. He's
he's
already
already
won,
won.
yeah.
Like, let Tyrese go on this, whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
If The Rock, he just shouldn't even acknowledge it.
yeah.
That was before though, when Tyrese was saying like he's breaking up the family during those days.
I know.
So now I don't think he'll say anything because the Tyrese thing is like it's getting real.
Yeah,
now.
It's sad. It's
very
a
sad.
meltdown. I hope he's all right.
Yeah.
But if he, so there's allegedly he domestic violence towards his kid.
Yep. So I have it right here. The initial court documents said that he was abusing his daughter by pushing her to the ground, pinning her face down, putting his knees to her back, grabbed her hands with one arm, and beat her with the other. And he allegedly hit her between 12 and 16 times. And then she's saying right now, with all the videos coming out, that you can see that there's something wrong with him. He had
yeah.
she says that he has
Bipolar disorder,
bipolar and manic behavior disorder,
Yeah.
and it was diagnosed by 3 psychotherapists.
That's what it feels like to me, and I don't know shit about that. But
seems like he's on
it's very
medication,
weird
too.
behavior when you're crying on camera for all of us as a grown man. That's very strange behavior. Honestly,
I mean, bipolar or not, if he did that to a kid, I'd like to do that to him. I don't give a fuck what your mental condition is.
Yeah, I don't know if that's real, but if he did that, then that's absolutely terrible.
Did that, I don't know.
That's a bummer. Hopefully he figures his shit out.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, though, I kind of get like that doesn't he doesn't strike me as very stable. I don't think he's. I understand if the court took her away. Courts take that shit really seriously. They look at all the evidence.
It's not like him just make accusations.
No,
like
there's going to
be some evidence.
Yeah. And also,
that's what
they side with.
Also, if you've got three, if this is true that we're reading, I don't know, but if you've got three psychotherapists who are saying he's got bipolar disorder and
manic,
come on, man, that's not the safest thing to have around a kid. So I mean, it's a bummer, but I get it. I don't know.
I hope Fast and Furious 9 works out.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, that whole rant is not even making sense. He's not even completing sentences. He's forgetting words.
Might have been high, though.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things.
Drugs?
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm crying.
He's crying. He's saying that his ex-wife took the daughter away, she's the one that said he abused her, so that's why he's losing movie roles. That's why he can't make money, and he's like also like paying her $13,000 a month. That's a lot of money. That's one of the reasons why he hates The Rock for postponing the
because he needs the money.
Because he needs money.
That's not The Rock's fault.
I know.
Don't put yourself.
That sounds like a you problem.
He's just hitting like the low of lows right now. Financially,
jump in that Expendables franchise.
Yeah, I've never really.
It's a bummer.
Sucks.
Yeah, seems like a sweet man. At the end of the day,
yeah, I'm a fan.
Just a little
I like him. Just shit.
I never saw any of those movies. I saw one clip of him, and he was actually funny. He was funny.
On Fast and Furious?
Yeah, he plays like a womanizer kind of guy.
I remember. I saw him in the first one.
He was funny in what I saw. He was actually quite funny. He had a sense of humor.
I saw him in the first Fast and Furious, and I saw him in that movie Four Brothers, which is good with Mark Wahlberg.
He's good. What do you think?
He's good. Hell yeah, he's talented. There's a reason why the guy keeps getting work.
Yeah.
That's not a mistake. I mean, he's always constantly working.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, Chin?
All right. So the Mile High Club. Two strangers never met, sat next to each other, and they had sex, but oral sex. So she was giving him a blowjob, but they didn't go in the bathroom. They did it at their seats. So the woman's 48 and the guy's 28.
Hello.
Old gray bird sucking cock.
Tell you what, she's only 2 years younger than me. That's hot.
But it could be felony charges. They could face felony charges.
Yeah.
For a fucking some flight peanuts and a dick suck?
There's all that stuff that goes on.
You get charges?
Indecent exposure, sex in a
for some
place.
honey roasted nuts and a dick suck?
Yeah.
On a flight from Detroit to LA?
Those bathrooms are tiny.
They're just in their seats.
In their seats, yeah.
Like
that's the problem.
That's a little much.
I've done it. So done it in my
seat.
You
sucked dick on a flight?
Sir, I've had my dick sucked.
Well, no, we're talking about sucking dick.
You
sucked dick on a flight?
And I've played around, and I've had tried to have sex in a fucking bathroom, but it didn't quite work out in a plain bathroom. So I'm part of the Mile High Club. And both cases, women I'd kind of just met there. But I knew them for
Hashtag
at
me
least
too.
Met there for about 2 hours.
Me too. But with this thing, I would be annoyed if I was on a flight and some girl's just slobbing away at homeboy's dick next to me. Like, hey,
sure,
hey,
that would be weird.
Trying to have a fucking
one girl I ended
water
up seeing a little bit afterwards.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's good that worked out for you.
Yeah.
But this ain't cool.
No. It ain't cool. You could say it's not cool, or you could just say it's really hot.
I'd have to see. I'd hate to be shitty. I got to see what the 48-year-old looks like. Because I'd be on a flight like, whoops, what's this?
Yep. People are sexual.
Someone order the salami.
People do crazy shit.
Not really.
Sure they do.
I mean, sucking dick in the open on a flight, you got to be a real kind of whore.
This guy I know, how can I tell this story? Never mind.
What?
I'm trying to think of. Anyway.
Good story, bro.
Yeah. Well, there's this guy I know works in an office with a bunch of people, and there's this super meek woman who is like, let's just say she's a data entry person. So in the movie, the girl's got the glasses and she's like,
nerdy.
okay, I guess I can do it for
The
you.
mousy type.
Yep. And then there's this big strapping dick who happens to be in a form of law enforcement. And,
Okay.
and he's just a fucking big guy. So apparently he turned his phone in to my friends. He turned his phone in because he was getting a new phone, but the phone is government issued. And I guess they have to I don't know what it is, but
They
maybe
go through it?
Yeah, or they
clear it?
Something they clear it.
Because they use it again.
And they just saw all these fucking texts between the two of them. And it's just the nastiest shit. And then I think he retired or something. And now they work with her. And everybody in the office, she doesn't know, but everybody else in the office knows that she's just,
poor girl.
I know.
She's a freak.
And then he's like, God, every time I ask her to do something, it's like she's a total freak, but you would never fucking know it. Like the dirtiest shit on the planet. I want you to spit in my mouth. I want you to punch me in the butt. All kinds of crazy
Punch me
shit.
in the butt.
I don't know, I'm making that up, but it's crazy
the
shit.
mousy girl likes to get
The
down.
mousy girl gets
And
the
everyone
fuck
knows it in the
down.
office, though?
Yep. I want you to, when you stuck your finger in my ass, I came, all this stuff. Crazy,
Jesus
dirty,
Christ.
dirty shit.
I want you to tase me and fuck my mouth.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of ass
Some
play on
police
both
stuff.
ends. On both ends, my buddy was like, "This guy had a mustache. He was a strapping dick, and he likes things in his rump." There's a whole situation.
She's a real freak.
Yeah, a real freak.
What
Every
department
time.
is this?
And
I'm
they
gonna
have
go in
They
there.
have nobody. She has no idea, but obviously. The entire office knows, and she's the only one who
poor
does.
girl.
Yeah, but not poor girl because she doesn't have any. She doesn't suspect it. And
Well,
they're all
she does now.
They're all really quiet about it. They're all really quiet about it. Hilarious. Could you want me to put this data into? Yeah, I want you to put this data into the computer. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Careful sitting on that butt of yours. Wink, wink.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's a little freaky.
Oh yeah, freaky freak.
You never know, do you?
A whole slew of ass play. I mean, really dirty
For
stuff.
both of them.
For both of them.
The old copper likes it in the rump rump.
That's what
the copper liked in the
That's what
rump
threw my
rump.
buddy off. He was like, man, he likes to get he likes having his starfish opened up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Meddled with. Got meddled with my starfish.
The cop likes to put their legs up in the old air.
I've never been a huge ass play. I've never wanted the starfish. Like I've been there, but for the most part, I'm happy with the other areas. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
some
it's not a
people,
go-to.
some people that's their go-to.
Which is
Like that's what I
strange.
live for. It's like, oh, all right, well.
Oh, you're saying if you're going on the girl. I thought you were saying a girl go on you.
Oh well, no, we've had that.
We've had that.
you and I
But if
both
it's their
had that.
go-to, it's kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
The go-to's my ass?
Yeah, she just reaches around. Gang. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that.
Dive on in there, girl.
Dive on in.
Dive on
Dive
in.
on in.
Certified
Are you
ass
old
diver.
enough yet? You guys aren't even old enough yet to have doctors when the doctor sticks his fingers up your
done it.
rump.
Yeah, bro, I told you I've had that, man.
Well, you got to check your prostate.
Three thick Jewish fingers deep in my asshole.
Why you got to be religious about it, bro?
He was Jewish.
Okay.
Put his 3 sausage fingers in my asshole.
I think you told me about that. Well, why
been
you?
over this.
You're young.
I don't know. I was good to go, though.
You're an athlete. He had to check your prostate, or he's
Doesn't make
attracted
sense.
to you.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. What else you got, Chin?
Speaking of offices, in Japan, there's one firm that's going to, if you've ever worked in an office, have you guys worked in an office or in corporate?
Let me check. No.
I have
You have?
3 years.
Like one loophole people do if they smoke, they can always go out and have a break and smoke. Everywhere.
Still?
Still.
In 2017?
Well, my last job, they were doing it, so.
Vape pen, son.
2016, yeah. Maybe vape pen. You can't even do vape pens inside, though. But anyways, there's a Japanese company that says for the people that don't smoke, they're giving them 6 additional days off paid vacation.
It's kind of
Because
cool.
of all the time that they're
There's a lot of
actually
smoking
working.
that goes on in Japan, by the way.
Huh?
A lot of smoking in Japan.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Japan,
still.
they still do it?
Yeah, still a lot of smoking.
Very strange people that smoke cigarettes.
We don't see it anymore.
Chappelle was smoking vape last night when I said, that's terrible for you. He goes, no, my doctor says spend cigarettes on it. I've heard different. I think
have
the
heard-
alcohol
I
in
have
it is
too.
not good for you.
A lot of chemicals.
He goes,
in it.
well, my doctor said, I went, your doctor would be full of shit.
Yeah.
I know cigarettes are awful for you and there's a bunch of shit in them, but I heard vape's not that great
Yep.
for you.
I had a
Like
one-
they're trying to market it as it being good to the millennials and younger audience, but we're guinea pigs. We don't really know.
the doctor. I talked to a doctor who was like, we could check you for other cancers. You check like other things, and he goes bladder cancer and stuff. But that bladder cancer and so many of those cancers only affect, for the most part, smokers. Like so many weird cancers, not even lung cancer. A lot of other cancers come with smoking. A lot.
Smoking is just so bad for you.
Yeah, you get all kinds of weird shit.
It's always interesting people that smoke this day and age. Like back in the day, I get it. We really didn't know, but it's like, fuck, man.
Well, now you
like
just
know.
Now you just know.
You're just riding with the
know.
repercussions.
Yeah. I mean,
have you ever tried it?
I did.
I tried tobacco and I got so
Me
sick.
too. In college,
I threw up at my own party and passed out.
In college, this kid Eric, he was from Jersey, just a big fucking stud, rough guy, worked construction. He's in college, and he was just like a rough kid, and a great guy. And he would laugh like, just a man. And I was like, geez, this guy's a fucking badass. And he smoked. He would smoke Marlboros, just light up. And the way he did it was like the Marlboro man. And one day we were walking, and he opened a cigarette, and he goes, you want one? And I go, yeah. I was like, I think I'll start smoking just once in a while to be a man. Fucking couldn't even inhale it. I was just like,
really could.
Even when I smoke weed,
Did it make
I don't
you feel
smoke
sick?
Weed much, huh?
I did a
Oh,
nicotine patch and it made me so sick.
Why did you do a nicotine?
why
patch?
did
My
you just
buddy
smoke?
had it and he was like, "Oh, it's fun to do." I kept throwing up. I've done nicotine patches. I eat the Nicorette gum. I get so sick from nicotine.
God. I chewed
Everything but
tobacco for a
smoking.
while when I was young.
Oh, it makes me feel sick.
Got me buzzed.
Makes me feel so sick.
Yeah. And I went through a very short period of time where I was smoking cigars. Cigars, same thing. You get like dizzy,
little
you get
buzz.
high, and then you get. I just couldn't take it, man.
Yeah, I like marijuana, but nicotine not my
Marijuana.
bag, baby.
Yeah.
What else you got, Chin? Chin, you look like a smoker.
Do I? I've tried it before,
Yeah.
and it does give you a buzz.
You don't like any of that stuff. You have no vices, none of that stuff.
No vices. If anything, just drinking beer.
Just killing people wearing the skin.
Yeah. That's
MJ,
one of my vices.
MJ, you have no vices, anything?
Jump on it. No. Come on.
Besides
smoke weed
heroin?
sometimes. What?
Just
Hell
kidding.
no. I smoke weed sometimes. I like edibles. I'm like probably.
You like edibles?
I can like fuck with edibles any day.
That's
like,
so strange. Most people go away from edibles unless you're Joey Diaz.
Yeah, like after like some surgeries I've had and whatnot, like my face, I couldn't smoke, so I would eat edibles like up to 500 milligrams a day.
Jesus
That's a
Christ,
lot.
that's a shitload.
Yeah, I could eat like a lot.
I don't like
of
edibles because there's no really like, there's no
Where to plan
there's no
dosage?
measurement. Yeah, there's no exact science on how much you're eating, so you can get the most
They
fucked
have
up
labs now,
I've
though.
ever been.
They
I
have
know
some
they have
pretty good
labs.
labs.
Yeah.
that are like kind of tested, but
Kind of.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
still
know.
kind of up in the air. It's
I
not
fucks with
really
any of them.
regulated.
I
You
like
love
it.
instead
All
of a vape
edibles.
pen.
Vape pens always break on me. They're always like unreliable. They leak. You can't leave them in the heat because then it ruins the cartridge. And
Interesting.
yeah, so
Uncle
I like
va-
edibles.
You know, I
for
have
sure.
a vape pen that my boy Gino from Speedweed gave me when I do comedy now. He always does for Sam Tripoli shows.
Yeah.
Comedy Chaos. It's sponsored by Speedweed, and so there's these big boxes of everything: edibles,
Yeah.
vape pens. But there's a vape thing in there that has melatonin in it for sleeping. Ooh, it's nice.
Wow.
One hit of that, I am out.
Out.
It's glorious.
Those creams are really nice too.
Yeah, the
'Cause I had
creams are
nerve
good,
damage
too,
in my
yeah.
back, and so I just like rub it on, and it felt so nice
Those
after a long day.
CBD creams, have you ever for any injuries?
No.
You need to because you have
Amazing.
injuries. Those will help for sure.
Really?
So good. I never took
Game
any pain
changer.
pills after
Seriously?
like I've had, like, a
CBD?
really
Yeah,
bad-
it's better than painkillers, any of that stuff. The CBD lotion, I have some for you if you want it.
so
It's
good.
really
I
good.
swear by it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it do?
It's
It
amazing.
numbs it or something? Or
No, it helps with inflammation and pain. It's really, really good for you too.
Yeah. So just
Yeah, we don't really have any vices, do we? I'm gonna do weed at night, but other than that,
just
no.
don't.
I haven't had a Campari in about a week. I just bought a bottle.
I had some Japanese whiskey. I bought some good Japanese whiskey.
For your
yesterday.
house?
Yeah, I'm a little obsessed with it.
In my green rooms now, the only demands I usually have is coffee. Now I ask for Campari. Some do it, some don't.
Got Campari. I got some very good sake. I got some
You have
Japanese
Campari at
whiskey,
the crib?
and I got some very good sipping tequila. Yeah, I'm becoming quite the spirits
Instead of wine?
drinker. Wine is tough for me, man.
I know you say you can't
Breaks-
do it.
Yeah, if it's older wine, it's good.
It's a shame.
Yeah,
Used to be the wino.
I know, but I'll tell you this right now. Maybe a spoiler alert. November 11th, Fight Companion with Rogan. He's going to cook some meat. I'm going to bring some stupid wine. Like I brought good wine, I'm bringing stupid
I
wine.
won't be there.
What do you mean?
I'm in Nashville.
God damn it.
I know Rogan asked me yesterday, Companion 11th. I went, I'm in Nashville for the full
All
weekend.
right, well, we're going to cook some
Friday,
meat.
Saturday.
We might get a workout in because he's got a gym. Then we're going to cook some meat, some game meat. Then I'm going to open up, once again, stupid ones. What? You're going to do that?
No,
Oh, my God.
I won't be there, B.
It kills me.
I know. It'd be you, Eddie, and Rogan.
Cool.
Now, will you guys talk zero fighting, or what else you got, Chin?
Brian, you don't drink beer?
I don't.
Ever?
I drink beer when there's nothing else because I'm thirsty, but no, I'm not a beer guy.
I had 2 last night because Chappelle was drinking I forget what the fuck it was called.
A beer, though.
It's a beer. Starts with an N, maybe? Narogi?
Negro Modelo?
Maybe. I was like, I'll have whatever he's having. Then I was just thirsty. I didn't even want the beer. I was just thirsty. You ever have that?
Yeah.
It was like a cold beer. I was just thirsty.
Sometimes a cold beer is a good thing.
Yeah, so I had 2 of those.
Yeah. After you play golf or something in the sun, you sit down for a crazy
Yeah, I'm not a big beer guy. It's so filling.
It's a little filling.
That's what I like about it, though. Because when you drink wine or even like cocktails, you get drunk fast. So beer, you kind of take your time sipping it, and then you just get a slow, steady buzz.
I'm kind of
and
obsessed with. I'm obsessed now with like certain.
If you like Japanese wine, I'm gonna freak out.
Japanese whiskey. Well,
yeah,
no,
I'm gonna freak out.
The reason I like that,
the reason I like
Japanese whiskey is because they'll like filter it through coffee and they do all kinds of weird shit, but it's so smooth. Like if I know about how they make it, like some sake, they polish the rice until it's 50% its size. It's always weird. Like what? It goes through 50 cloths, and you're like, oh, and then sometimes you can. I get maybe that's what I'm drinking. Maybe I'm like, ooh, I like the amount of craftsmanship that goes into it.
The story.
Yeah, the story.
What else you got, Jen?
All right.
Have you ever not liked something for a long time and then you start into it? That's what whiskey and tequila are like for me. I never used to be into it, and now I've become a refined gentleman.
I
now.
never drank alcohol ever until I found Campari, but
yeah, Campari and cock, the 2 things that you now indulge in, right? What?
I'm not trying to be a bully, but if you bring up Japanese whiskey on one more podcast, I'm saying this for all the listeners.
Yeah.
We're going to beat you up.
What?
And when I say we're, it means I'm going to beat you up
You
on
can't
tape
just use your
for them.
You can't just bully me like that.
For them.
You're using your size as a weapon.
No, that's them. That's them.
No, but you're using them as
I'm
an
their
excuse.
robot.
They're probably like, don't do it, Brennan.
No, I'm their robot.
No, but you don't know how they're thinking.
Yeah, I do.
You're in on them?
Yes.
You're just going to start batting me about?
Yes.
Are you going to bat me about?
You wish.
Like where? Around my hips?
You wish. Why don't you hold me down, Kevin? What else you got, Jim?
Let's check this out.
No laughing.
All right, so a girl who had a roommate at her college at Hartford University, she didn't like her, and so she did all this stuff to make her leave, like including rubbing her used tampons on her backpack and a bunch of other stuff. So let's see here. Putting her toothbrush in places where the sun don't shine.
Like up her asshole?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
I've done that.
Well, also, and then she put she spit into her something that she drinks or eats, and then she put clam stuff inside her lotion.
So she's kind of fucked up in the head because when you spit in someone's drink, you get the pleasure, but they really don't know. So you're kind of fucked up when you do that. But also, if you just show me a picture, I can usually tell you if they're guilty or not.
She put moldy.
Go ahead and bring that girl up. Cause she look any more like Buzz from fucking Home Alone, the bully brother. Yeah. Buzz's girlfriend. Woof. That's what she looks like. Look at that bitch.
Yeah.
Of course. She. Well, it's a better picture. She still looks like a bully.
She does look dead behind the eyes. I'll tell you that much.
She looks like the girl that will take someone's toothbrush and stick it up her ass.
She backtracked on that too, though.
She what?
She backtracked later, saying she wrote that on Instagram to make it sound more funny. But she does say that she admits rubbing her used tampon on that girl's backpack.
That's the most disturbing thing. I'd rather fucking put my toothbrush.
I mean,
up
also like, ooh,
Jamaican Barbie.
You rubbed your tampon on my backpack. Ooh, like I don't know. It's like
I heard she's getting charged with a hate crime too.
Jesus, because she said Jamaican Barbie.
Yeah.
Oh come on, fuck off.
Oh no, because maybe she doesn't like her. She tried to make her move out because she was black. Like there could be underlying reasons why she wanted her out.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's her.
Either way.
All right, what else you got, Jim? That girl sucks.
Okay, a kidnap victim in Alabama, and there's videotape of this. You did, huh?
I haven't seen this. Keep going.
Some guy broke into this girl's house.
Bring it up so I can see. Yeah.
Someone broke into this girl's house, choked her, asked for money, and then stuck her in his trunk. And then when he went to the gas station, there's a little lever in trunks.
Yeah.
She popped out
and ran off. This her here.
Yeah, so this is the video of.
Was that a Saturn?
I mean, think about how terrifying this is. Jesus Christ.
Is that a Saturn?
Think about this. Fuck.
So that's the dude walking out, and then he walks calmly. Wait.
Damn,
so
that
she
bitch bursted that trunk open.
And she's hauling ass into this.
Dude, he woke her up.
Why did she run the same way?
Because it's a store. It's
panic.
So then he's walking nonchalantly to the cash register.
In a powerful sweater.
And then you could see her pop in.
It's an evil human being right there.
Very evil.
That's what evil looks
like. And then what happens?
Watch, you'll see her pop in right here. So she pops in, runs inside. He notices, so he books it out.
Oh, shit.
He leaves right away to his car.
Got caught.
Did they catch him?
Yep.
Watch, check this out. He runs. He slams his trunk. Boom. And then he takes off. Yeah, they caught him. And apparently he was on bond check out his rap sheet. That's him, by the way.
Nice.
Again, show me his picture. I can probably tell you if guilty or not.
Yeah.
What is it?
So on bond for attempted murder, sodomy in the 1st degree, and robbery in the 3rd degree.
All right. What's he going out on the streets for?
Crazy, right? Attempted murder, but he had bond.
Jesus
keep
Christ.
him in fucking jail.
Go ahead and kill that guy. He'd be shitty about it. Go ahead and kill him.
I agree.
What are we going to do with
what
that
do you
guy?
What do you need him around for?
I mean, first
you break into women's houses, strangle them, and put them in your trunk?
And
you should
then you
not.
wear that awful Charlie Brown sweatshirt.
Go ahead and kill that guy. There's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with those people.
What else you got, Jen?
This one. This is on Barstool Sports. So the CIA released documents showing what Bin Laden actually watched during the time he was hiding.
It says, and they are hilarious.
Yeah.
His hobbies, what is it?
So one of this is video of crocheting by Tyrese.
What? That's so
weird.
Check out this list here.
He was bored as fuck.
See this? You know the Charlie Bit My Finger video?
Yeah.
The little two
Oh my
babies?
God.
He was watching that.
Wow.
This one?
These kids are grown.
Mr.
Man.
Bean?
What?
Yes. Here's a list of all the stuff.
This is like one of those this like one of those celebrity things where it's like they're just like us.
Biography.
He watched Ants, Cars, Chicken Little, CNN presents World's Most Wanted. He was like, hell yeah, check this out, kids. Home on the Range, Ice Age. He's obviously watching that with all his kids.
He did have kids there, yeah.
Yeah, a ton of kids. Resident Evil, The Three Musketeers. Where in the world is Osama bin Laden? He's watching all the shit on
World's
himself.
Worst Venom, Peru Civilization, Resident Evil, Storm Rider, Clash of the Evils, The Kremlin from Inside, Story of India, The Three Musketeers, and Where in the World is Osama bin Laden?
Cars.
Hilarious.
Inside the Green Berets. Probably watching that like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, Jen?
I don't know if this is
That's kind of
cool,
hilarious,
but
though.
do you know Under Armour's doing really bad right now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't
Yeah.
know?
No.
Oh, you did?
Why?
Their sales are going down. They have all these huge like athletes and stars,
Sure.
Steph
on
Curry.
they're sponsoring, but
Yeah.
nothing's working. So their stocks.
Yeah, Kevin Durant came out and was like, who the fuck wants to wear Under Armour? No one's going to wear Under Armour.
Yes.
Steph Curry, his shoes have been awful. They sponsor like Canelo, Anthony Joshua.
Big
then
people.
the owner of the company was on the board for Trump. And then he defended Trump. And then Steph Curry goes, well, if he's defending Trump, I'm out. And then he backed off. Then now it's off the board of Trump's campaign.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a
The
whole
Rock was pissed off about that too.
all the celebrities and athletes were like, hold up, you're with Trump, we're fucking out. He went, whoa, no, I'm not, I'm off. So what's going on now?
So it says, it's just hard for people to feel there's no loyalty among the customers, and it's not good with women. Apparently, it's not resonating with women.
It's a very guy brand for sure, very male driven brand. They make great stuff. They've been around for a while. They make really good stuff,
and they're higher priced than like Nike and Adidas. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
For a
either.
lot of stuff,
That's a
yeah.
bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
They make some good stuff, and they're in the MLB. They're kind of all over.
So this week on Tuesday, their stock dropped 19%.
Starts with that owner, man, where you can smell. There's just no transparency there. Like you can tell he's fake. Like he was on this Trump board and then he defended Trump, and then when Steph Curry goes, "You're a moron," he's like, "You're right. Yeah, let's not do that." People are like, "Oh, you're fake, man." It's too competitive with Nike and all these other brands, Adidas.
Yeah, you can't make them more expensive than Nike and Adidas because there's nothing. I equate them in my mind with the exact same product.
Or lower.
Yeah.
I mean, it says, so men's running shoes, for example, start at $75 at Under Armour, $65 at Adidas, $60 for Nike.
Yeah, that makes no
now,
sense.
For Adidas premium shoe, you're looking at $170. Nike, almost $200.
Yeah.
So when it comes to that stuff, they're still cheaper. But
they said that's always been their model, like the higher price stuff. So that's kind of
how's that working for you? When you have Steph Curry's dad's shoes and no one wants to buy them. Their problem is they're not hip. They're not cool. Like, it's not cool to be in Under Armour.
Yeah.
That's problem.
Probably the biggest thing. Well, yeah. So they said they're the ones that started that model of the $25 T-shirts. I didn't know that.
We invented the $25 shirt? I guess. You were fucking No Fear did that. Yeah, I don't know. They're in trouble. They're just not hip. And the thing is, you really can't become hip.
What if they dropped under? It's just armor.
It's just not that. Just armor? Well, that's a terrible idea. I don't know. I don't know, man. They better figure it out, though. What else you got?
Yes. I think that's it, man.
Boom. I feel like we've been going long today.
Long time.
It's pretty long. 2 hours.
I got a drop in knowledge for us. What do you think is one of the most difficult animals to observe in the wild? And it's completely in the open. You can come right up to it. It's not because it's hidden.
And it's tough to observe?
Really tough to observe. Really tough to observe. Tough to study.
You can walk up to it?
So funny. Yeah, you can basically drive up really close to them. But why is it so difficult?
Give me an idea what region.
Africa. And they're just difficult to observe because of...
Lions, because they sleep so much?
No, technically they're camouflage.
Zebras.
Why? Because as you're studying zebras and you look down at your notepad, you then, you're like, wait, which zebra was I looking at? Because when they're in a group, in a herd, they tend to all look the same, right? So you can't really...
That's their camouflage.
Yeah,
that's why animals can't single them out because of the camouflage.
Yeah. Now, then they came up with a good idea. We'll draw a red line on one of them or behind their ear. What do you think the problem with that was?
That one hid?
No.
What? He got killed by lions.
Right.
Because the lion was like, hold up. Yep. Look at all... That one has a red line on him?
They died right away.
Oh, we going Sizzler.
That's right.
Yeah, they killed him right away.
The lion was like, get the one with the fucking red... The red...
No, the lion's like, why the fuck do they all like... The fuck is that? Look at the one with the red.
And human beings, so that's an evolutionary thing where you tend to, you want to look kind of all the same when you're in a herd. Human beings, social scientists are talking about, do something similar with language. So when you see everybody start using the same language.
A Boston accent.
Yes,
accents, really, right?
Yes.
That's how accents start.
Very much so. Accents actually happen more because what we do is we emulate people we look up to.
Correct.
And so but this is a little bit different. So when there's a movement, an idea, when people start talking about sexism, racism, homophobia, which was never always the conversation, or if they start talking about whatever it might be, gender parity is what you'll find that there are communities that speak in all the same language. They group together and they speak the same language because it's a way of not standing out. Because if you stand out and speak in a different way, you become a target.
You're open for criticism.
Yeah, so it becomes exactly. So it becomes very common for groups to start using the same language because they don't want to stand out. Take a look at that and pay attention to that in your own circles to see where that is, because that's not always a good thing. Because what happens is if everybody starts talking the same language and you stay in your own echo chamber, you'll start thinking that that's the only representation of reality. And that is a surefire way to become very narrow-minded. So that's something I've learned after 50 fucking years, and I see it worse than ever today in both the left-wing circles and the right-wing circles. I see it everywhere. We are human. It's what we do.
Boom. Be different.
Or at least listen to the other side so that you can get closer to the truth.
The truth, which we're all looking for, Brian. I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm glad you put that stuff in your hair.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
I wish you'd wear a wig for us.
Don't say that because I'm going to use that.
Let's get closer to the truth.
What is that stuff again? Dragon oil?
Moroccan oil.
Moroccan
oil?
Comes
from dragon oil.
And it doesn't make your hair dirty or weird?
No, it makes it soft.
Mine would probably make it flat and sit there.
It's just not for you, man.
Hey, you know what? I want to say this before we leave. Fuck your hair.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck your hair.
I'd be upset, too, if I were you.
I am upset. I'll admit it. I'm a little jealous. Stop looking at my head, dude. I don't like it. Don't.
You'll figure it out. Brian, where are you going to be?
Oh, fuck. I keep forgetting.
I lost all energy in my body.
New York City! Gotham Comedy Club, November 17th and 18th. And don't kid yourself, because right after that, I'm at Wise Guys in Utah, Salt Lake City. Get your goddamn tickets at tfatk.com. And if you're in the San Francisco area, December 7th, 8th, and 9th at Cobb's, you better come out and see me there, because I'm bringing fucking heat. And I don't want to hear about, well, I already saw him last year. Everything I'm doing, and I mean it, is completely different. I've been writing like a motherfucker. Never been more pumped about it.
I saw him last year. Hopefully people aren't saying that.
Yeah, well, people, a lot of comics come back with the same bag of tricks. Not the kid. So come see me. Where are you going to be tomorrow? I know.
I'm at Calusa Casino. And I'm bringing a beast with me to open up. Jesus Trejo.
Ooh.
Maybe saw him on
the
late night show. He's all over. He's a monster at the Comedy Store. He's coming with me. Calusa Casino tomorrow night, Friday night, Calusa Casino. And then next week, I kick it off. I'm in Charlotte on Thursday night. Charlotte, Thursday night. Friday, Saturday, Zanies in Nashville. And then Sunday night, I'm in Columbus, Ohio. So I'm going Charlotte, Nashville, Friday, Saturday night. Sunday night, I end in Columbus, Ohio. All those shows are almost sold out. Some are sold out. Go to tfatk.com right now and get your tickets.
Tickets.
For myself and Bryan, this is the Fire Kid. We're out.